And see to the end.
Grab your beer. The Pfeiffer's back, the crew is here. From the decks of the DDD 991, stories of sailors, trouble and fun. Crack that bottle, sound that bell. We've got details you know too well. Raise your glass, let the waves roll wide. The Pfeiffer's crew's got nothing to hide.
Pfeiffer's arriving.
Hey.
Welcome to the Pfeiffer's DD991 podcast. I'm Rocky, that's Gilly, Mick Boyce, and Thump Rachel. And it's episode 132, and we're going to talk about whatever's on our hearts or minds. Who would like to begin?
Mick's got something.
Okay, this is some seriously crazy stuff, man. So, I'm going to minimize this. Hang on. All right. So, in India, killer elephant rampage leaves 22 people dead in India. A wild elephant has unleashed terror across West Singhbum district in India's Jharkhand state, killing at least 20 people in the first 9 days of January. Officials say the elephant killed 13 people within just 2 days, with the death toll continuing to rise. This thing hunts people at night. Yeah, the attacks began earlier this month with the animal targeting rural settlements, and in several cases killing entire families in their homes. A family of 5 got whacked by this pachyderm. You call it a wachyderm, I don't know. But yeah, it's been happening at night under the cover of darkness, leaving villages in fear. So yeah, and the thing is, it waits during the day and then it comes out of the jungle and does this shit at night. And so this elephant has he's only got one tusk. That's the thing also I read. He's only got one tusk. So what happened to his tusk? We don't know. But we also know that elephants are highly intelligent. They never forget a face or the scent of a human. And they've been known to have vendettas. And so I will put money that somebody there pissed this elephant off in a very fundamental way, because it's coming out during the night.
Well,
freaking stacking bodies and then going back into the freaking jungle. And the thing is, they're looking for this thing. They got 100 people out there with IR drones and everything else. They can't find this fucking thing.
well,
And
they the first.
It's got one tusk?
Yeah, he's got one tusk.
Did it say
But
which
this-
one is the one that's left? Like the right or the left tusk, or what?
I think it's. I don't know. I don't know.
That's so crazy, dude. That reminds me of The Lion in the Darkness. Remember that movie about the
The Ghost in the
Lion that
Darkness.
would-
Yeah, yeah,
It's almost like the same kind of concept or whatever.
yeah. And then it comes out at night and fucking does its thing and then slinks back into the jungle. And they are just like baffled as to how it keeps doing it.
Well, that ain't the first time that's happened, though. That's not the first time it's happened. In
Oh,
India.
no. But this is spookily freaking deliberate. You know what I mean? It ain't like it's just rampaging because it's pissed off and then it leaves. It's like it's coming back night after night to freaking claim people.
Well, like you said, it remembers the smell of people, and they all smell the same over there. So maybe one person pissed off this elephant and it's confused and it's just going to kill everybody because they all smell the same,
One of them's got to be the right guy.
right? I mean,
Well,
this
see-
fucking elephant is my spirit animal. I love it.
Yeah.
I
Well,
want to nurture it.
yeah. Well, see, the last time that happened was in 2006, right? That elephant had no tusks. He was an old fucking one.
Okay.
So I'm looking at it right now.
Well, I did a little research into this, right? I looked at similar cases and I verified back in 2022, a woman got killed by a wild elephant, right?
Yeah.
And then at her funeral, the elephant came back and mauled the corpse.
Yes. They did a show on that on fucking Expedition Files, right?
Mhm.
They did a thing about that killer elephants, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buggers are
I'm
deliberate,
gonna
dude.
get an elephant. Can I get in trouble if my elephant kills people? Because
Yeah,
I
we go
want
Probably. I think probably, yeah.
Where the fuck
I
you gonna
want to
put the
train
shit?
this motherfucker.
We go put
I
the
don't
shit.
fucking care. It can shit wherever the fuck it wants. Nobody's stopping it.
I think the
It'll
Simpsons
shit in
had
my
an
neighbor's
episode
yard. They ain't gonna do nothing.
with that. You hope you
I
want to spend
mean-
$1,000 a fucking week on watermelons and freaking vegetables.
Why are we paying special forces? Why don't we just not have a fucking unit of elephants and send them motherfuckers in?
Well,
You
back
know?
in the day, certain fucking kingdoms did too.
Yeah. The Indians, man,
I
they
know,
said
we
they
need
sent
to get
elephants
back to
after
that.
Alexander.
Yeah.
Alexander spooked him and sent him back. That was pretty funny, actually.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love
there's
it.
a lot of crazy
this-
stories about Alexander the Great.
Yeah. I mean, Alexander
no.
with the Carthaginians, I think he had elephants in his army. Yeah. Yeah. They've been using elephants as tanks for thousands of years.
It feels like one.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
And
a
if
good
you're,
one to start
and
off
if you're
with.
good to them, they're actually pretty friendly. Like, hey, elephants aren't really known for hurting people that are good to them.
That makes
I
me
mean,
think
you really
that
got to
those
be a
people that-
dickhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
and
You would have to be a very terrible person to those animals for them to want to take revenge on you like that.
And revenge is the word.
well, here's
I
one from
want to know what
22.
that lady did then.
Hard to say, but man, the thing
23
came
right
back
here.
after she was dead.
This one
Right?
from 2023. You know,
Tallest elephant in India. Whoa, shit.
at least 13 people has killed at least 13 people and 2 elephants over the past 4 decades.
Dang.
Gee,
I'm a-
aggressive. Well, he's just aggressive then.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, all right, they're a wild animal, right? You treat them,
Yeah.
those motherfuckers don't forget, you're fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I mean, it takes a hell of a bullet to take. I mean, a bullet will take them down, but it takes one hell of a bullet to take those fuckers down.
Yeah, you got.
It's like an artillery shell.
Yeah.
Why do you think they came out with the freaking 5 and 600 Nitro Express, man?
Yep.
They got a heart the size of a basketball. It takes about 10
Yep.
minutes for it to bleed out.
What I always wanted to eat was an elephant. I wonder what that tastes like.
No, that's a good question. Probably not too bad. I mean,
You can buy elephant meat. They do sell that shit, yes. But
well, I do know if you go on a legal safari, most of the time they give the body to the tribesmen to eat. So I mean, it must be all right.
Yeah. You donate the meat.
yep.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yep.
yeah. And sometimes you do got to cull them. Sometimes you do have to trim the population back a little bit. It is what it is.
Oh yeah.
But I actually looked up safari packages, dude. If you want to shoot an elephant, $50,000 for the fucking safari package.
Fuck all that.
$50,000.
I just imagine this elephant with like these big NVGs just sneaking into fucking villages and just murking motherfuckers.
It's not
I love it.
I said, when did
I love it.
elephants-
Well, he's going by
Like-
his sense.
like-
He's going by his sense of
Not
smell,
just-
which for a fucking elephant is just as good.
Yeah. Not just like fuck this one person, but I'm gonna off an entire fucking bloodline. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Fucking no witnesses. None. It's like this.
I mean,
elephant
there's
got
not many
mobbed up.
animals. There's not many animals that rack up fucking chain kills like that. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like, think about the perks that elephant has accrued in that game.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
right.
probably got like a drone strike by now. You know?
Uh-huh. And tigers.
I mean, that's a
tigers are
reference to
known
like Call of
target,
Duty and
like-
shit for everybody else.
Well,
Hmm.
tigers are known to target specific people. Like if you piss a tiger off, it will track you for miles, and even if you're in the middle of a town, it will find you and fuck you
Yeah.
up. But then they're done.
Yeah.
They don't keep coming back and whacking people the way this elephant is.
This thing's like, fuck this neighborhood and fuck this town next to it. You know?
Right?
I love it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I mean,
Fuck all that
I
shit.
I heard about this, man. I had to bring this shit up today.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean
Pretty
that's just
badass.
that's just the latest one right there. I can't believe all the other ones didn't make the main line news, right? Over the years, you know. I would rather. I mean,
I
the
wonder.
news should talk about shit like that, right? Versus fucking all the other bullshit.
Yeah.
Think about because elephants, they communicate really well with each other. Think
Yeah.
about the fucking clout that this one has when he goes back to his pack, dude. They're
Well,
they're probably giving him like trunk jerk offs and all kinds of stuff, you know?
What's up,
Well,
bitches?
he's gonna be someone's dinner. He's gonna be on dinner plates. What he's gonna be.
You know, I read,
Man, I don't
I
think
read a
so.
little further into it. I guess they said he got separated from his herd. They're actually looking to trank him and fucking return him to his herd. They're not necessarily looking to kill him.
Dude, that would be the biggest mistake they ever make, though. Because the last thing that elephant sees when they trank him is going to be a blurry vision of this guy, and he's going to take a deep whiff, and then he's going to go to sleep, and then he's going to wake up with his herd, and he's going to teach his herd how to fucking hunt humans. And now you have the whole herd going after this one guy that tranked the shit out of him, and they're going to just destroy villages, dude. Oh, man.
I
Like
think this is the
you
way.
got like a whole SEAL team of elephants, dude. I love it.
Well,
It's like a tank battalion with feelings.
Right? Like you ain't stopping that. You can't reload fast enough.
You
You know?
And I've seen them go on rampages in India, dude. The cars they got over there, these elephants can flip them with their trunk.
well, yeah.
Easily.
Like, yeah, cars are nothing to these animals.
I mean, think about it. When the babies are born, they're 600-pound babies when they're born.
Yeah.
You know. So I mean, yeah.
I love it, dude. I'm here for this.
Yeah.
I wish they had like webcams that you could log on and just watch third person, just whole families get annihilated by
You
elephants.
see, I would find this elephant, I would give him an apple so we were friends, and then I would put a fucking webcam on his head and then just leave.
Yeah, like a fucking Hero 3 fucking GoPro.
Right.
Yes.
Just
That
watch
would be
this thing just fucking
dude.
murk people.
Yeah,
That
but
would be crazy.
yeah, but it'd be your luck he wouldn't go murk people, right? He would just go do stupid shit.
At the very
I mean,
least, it'd be
an
entertaining.
elephant doing stupid shit could
Still fun.
still be pretty
Still fun.
entertaining.
That's true.
You
That's
know?
true. Even if it's
Like
just
his idea of
shenanigans, you know.
stupid shit.
You know.
Yeah, like his idea of stupid shit is like pulling a 800-year-old tree out of the ground and throwing it, 100 yards, and then fucking stomping a lion. I mean, I'm cool with watching that shit.
12,000 pound shenanigans would be funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's like getting your buddy as drunk as you possibly can, putting him on a country road in a car and like watching,
Yeehaw.
I am not advocating drunk driving, but that shit would be funny because, they can't hurt anybody.
Well, except themselves.
Well, it's a privately owned
I mean-
50 acres, man. It don't count. Now do it.
As long as there's no trees or anything, if it's
Yeah.
just fucking country farmland, you're fine.
Well, you still got ditches too. You got to watch out for ditches. So
You hit them at an angle,
yeah, but if you get a little too fucked up, right? You take the wrong angle. Guess what? You're gonna be rolling that bitch. But
I knew a guy one time that got drunk and got on a motorbike and he hit a ditch the wrong way. He hit it nearly perpendicularly and he did not look pretty.
Yeah. But yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
well, it's like you got
That's
that. You got fucking. Then in St. Louis, you got monkeys on the loose in St. Louis right now.
Yeah, I read about that.
You know,
What?
Monkeys.
Monkeys?
Yeah.
that would be cool if the monkeys started fucking people up in St. Louis.
Monkeys on the loose and where?
St. Louis.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of
Go to the
freaking.
zoo?
That would be awesome if they would start fucking people up, right?
Were they medical monkeys? I forgot where they came from. They're like a truck crashed, right? Wasn't it like that? And they got out?
No, that was down in Mississippi and Alabama.
Oh, okay. What happened with the monkeys in
I'm
Missouri?
thinking these escaped from the fucking zoo. They didn't say where they escaped from, but it's
Okay.
got to be the zoo because that's the closest thing, right?
Okay, so the monkeys are out.
Because they said Forest Park, which that Forest Park, that's where the zoo's at.
Oh, okay. So they got out.
I mean, it's just St. Louis, a liberal fucking town, right? Just go whop up those fucking purple-haired motherfuckers.
Right?
Bite their
stealing
fucking
their
face
phones.
off. Come on now.
Like stealing their phones and shit. Like, thank you.
I mean, think about it. The perfect army right there, right? Elephants and fucking pissed off monkeys, too. Yes. And then, if you rip, then you got the gorillas, too. So that's a whole different animal right there. You know?
Well, gorillas are kind of chill, though, you know? Like, if you don't get up in their grill, they're usually pretty all right. They might not be the best choice, but monkeys and elephants? Oh, yeah, they'll go aggro.
You know? And then if you get a fucking hyena, not hyena, but lion or fucking, you know, stuff like that, tiger,
Mhm.
get them trained, right, to attack, right? Fuck yeah. You know? But not the male lions because they're the most docile ones versus the female ones.
The female ones do all the hunting. Yeah, you got to get
Yes,
fucking bitch
yes.
lions out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, the female lions are the dangerous ones. It was like you ever had a kitty cat when you were young, dude. It's always them female cats that are freaking killing shit and bringing it back to you. Yeah.
But I still don't see why people want to have these fucking big old cats, right, as pets. I'm like, it's still wild animal, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know?
The only one you can make a case for, as far as like a purebred wildcat, is a cheetah, because cheetahs don't attack humans. They don't get up on you. You know, back in the 40s, it used to be a fad for Hollywood actresses to have cheetahs on a leash, and none of them ever got hurt. You could make a case for a cheetah. That's about it. Anything else is just way too dangerous, man. Even a bobcat mess you up.
Well, bobcats, they're the fucking honey badger of the fucking cat world.
Yeah, they're little, but you don't want to screw with them.
Yeah.
No. And the thing is,
I was like, honey badgers, they fucking make lions run off.
Yes, they do.
You know? Those little fuckers don't give a fuck.
Nope,
You know?
they do not.
That's why I've always said, you know, especially the guys that are bigger, right, taller, don't judge a book by its cover. It's the small ones that can hurt you more than the bigger ones can sometimes. Not always. Not always, though.
Well, chimps don't look like shit until you fucking shave them. Then you're like, oh my God, this thing could murder me.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm like, you look at all these people, right? You see these cases of people having fucking, you know, monkeys, right, as pets, right? And they bite their fucking face off, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm like, why, people? The fuck is wrong with you motherfuckers? You know? I still think it's what happened to Michael Jackson's nose. His fucking chips ate him off. Bit him off.
Chimps are, you don't want chimps around, man. Too people get their friggin' shit eaten by chimps.
Yeah, fuck that. That's like, you know, when you go to the zoo, right? The monkeys, they want to crawl in certain areas, right? Certain exhibits. I'm like, monkey. I told this one monkey last time I was there, I said, monkey, you climb on me, you're going to be thrown. I don't trust them. I don't trust wild animals trying to get up on you.
Nope. Not unless they're a size where they can't hurt you.
Especially around their fucking around your neck.
Yeah.
Like,
Like chipmunk, squirrel, something like that. Okay. But like anything like a raccoon or anything? No. Hell
well,
no.
even a squirrel around the neck, right? Because you got that fucking juggler right there.
Yeah, but it's not in its nature to bite you like that. It wouldn't do that. It's not the thing. But I mean, like even a beaver, though, a beaver will fucking put a hole in you.
Yeah, beavers good. I've never seen a beaver attack or heard a beaver attacking somebody.
No. But if you get up on it, man, and it feels the need to defend itself, it'll put a hole in you.
Oh, well, yeah. If you're in the water trying to fuck with this dam, it's home, right?
Right, like you're messing with them, yeah, it'll bite you pretty damn good. I mean, it fucking bites trees down for God's sakes. Your finger ain't got a chance.
Well, it's like you see a beaver dam, right? You don't get in the water, fucking trying to destroy it, right? You just fucking put some dynamite or some big old mixer, you make your own bombs, and blow that motherfucker up. That's how you get rid of them.
Yeah, I was watching a show where they had to get rid of a beaver dam, and they put about 15, 20 pounds of tannerite on it and shot it with a rifle at about 200 yards, and it was gone.
Like, you remember the show Duck Dynasty, right?
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I'm aware of it, yeah.
But people used to fucking make fun of them for blowing up beaver dams. Online, they're like, well, you just get in the water. Like, you dumb motherfucker. You don't want to get bit by it. No.
No.
You blow that motherfucker up.
Yes.
And Uncle Si, he had his fucking special napalm type shit that he made because he was a Vietnam vet.
Mm-hmm.
And you just see fire. Whoosh, big old explosion of fire. You're like, yeah. Fucking wild animals. Fuck yeah, man. Let's leave it like horses, man. You gotta be careful around them motherfuckers too. I mean, they're wild. Even the ones that are broke, you still gotta be careful.
Yeah. They're
I always
bigger than
tell
you
people.
and they know it.
I always tell people though, anything with a fucking mind can have a long fucking memory.
No.
And they can turn on you at any fucking time too. That's any fucking animal like that.
A dude was friends with a bear for like 10 years and it turned on him and killed him one day.
Yeah.
Him and that bear were fucking tight, and then all of a sudden, one day, boom.
It's a freaking wild animal, bro. It's a wild animal.
You never know. You never know when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But who the fuck wants to have a fucking bear as a pet? Fuck that.
Well, I mean, imagine how fucking cool and manly that is, and then it fucking eats you.
But then it
It's
eats
just
you,
like-
right?
Well, that's not too bad if the motherfucker eats you. I mean,
It's like
there's
they
a
say,
reason.
it's like the people say though, if not friend, then why friend shaped?
It's like I see these people fucking want to have wolves, right? I'm like, what the fuck? You motherfuckers got a death wish? I said, wolves might, they might be, friendly to you at certain areas, times, right? At certain times, guess what? They're going to attack your ass.
Yes, they will. You get a wolf as a puppy, one wolf, you keep it away from other wolves, raise it by yourself. There's a good chance it'll be okay,
Yes.
and that's
Right.
okay. That's not guaranteed. That's just
Yeah.
better chance than not.
That's a 50-50 shot. That one is right there.
You're
That's
right.
50-50,
Exactly. It's not a great idea, but I've personally known people that have done it and it was fine. But like anything that's even remotely adult and or with its own kind, fuck no.
Well, it's like, I've read the stories, right? Of true stories of like someone saving a wolf, right? And the cub, right? One cub, right?
Yeah.
And that when it went back to its pack, right? And then that wolf would come back with whole pack, just start howling, acting like, hey, thank you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then leave,
Yeah.
But yeah, fuck all that shit.
Nope.
If I see a wolf, I'm shooting that motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's like coyotes. You can't even fucking. Coyotes are fucking. They're the fucking like the. Goddamn it. They're the fucking sneakiest.
Yeah, they gotta be.
Well, because they'll have one come out like lure your dog out there, and he get to the pack, and the pack jumps all at once, right? Eats them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, one for distraction and the other one to attack.
Yeah. And that's why when I lived out in the country, guess what? I would shoot them motherfuckers constantly.
I told you about my buddy who has a motion sensor and a light. He doesn't matter what time of night. He gets up and he fucking pops them every single time.
And I was shocked that people fucking in that fucking area, right, was not shooting them at all. I said, what the fuck is... I went to one, I said, what the fuck is wrong with you? I said, this is why fucking you have a problem with cows coming up in your fucking yard, getting your fucking chickens right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't even fucking skin them. I'd shoot them right. And guess what? Just like the old farmers do, I'd leave motherfucking fence posts around the fucking property. And eventually those cows got the fucking hit, not to fucking come on my land. They go around.
No.
Because you got to have something for the buzzards and the crows to eat on, right?
Sure.
But every now and then you get a bobcat too, a cougar, right? They would take that fucking carcass away. It's right there.
Catch them in the act, you pop them too.
Cougars, they're a little more sneakier. Cougars are, man.
Yeah, they are.
I thought I had one of my sights. I did have one of them because I got that day and night scope, right? On my Creedmoor. I thought I had that motherfucker, right? But I saw it perfectly in the head, right? I'm like, okay, just step out, right? Just fucking step out. the motherfucker would never step out at all.
Hmm.
So I could get that fucking broad shot, right?
All right. He had that sixth sense. He knew something was up.
Yep. I was like, son of a bitch. Because you never, I don't care what animal it is, right? You know, especially one that can fucking kill you. You don't ever want to do a headshot because that's the easiest shot to fucking miss.
Yes, it is. You want to hit him in the body because even if you don't kill him the first shot, they're not going to come after you because they're in too much pain.
Well, Cougars and Bobcats, a little different story on that one. You know, if you just wound it, don't wound it bad enough, guess what? They might not get you, right? But they might attack somebody else if they're nearby, right? That's the thing. You gotta make sure on them motherfuckers that you hit them good and keep them down. You know, that's why I would never shoot one on the run at all.
Yeah, that's kind of risky, man.
know,
Yeah, they're fast
yeah.
and they can change direction like that.
Yeah. And even coyotes, you know, when they come wounded, they're a dangerous animal too. I mean, they're already dangerous enough.
Well, yeah.
That's why I said, like, if you like, unless you use a 7 mag, right? You miss your shot on 7 mag on a fucking cougar or coyote or bobcat, guess what? Ain't gonna lose a lot of fucking blood. It'll blow a bobcat damn near in half.
It will.
You know. And if I see what a 338 Lapua does to a fucking bobcat,
Pink mist.
so no, they cut it in half, pretty much.
Yeah, as well. I'm
You know.
being facetious, but yeah, it fucking blows it apart.
That fucking fur, it wasn't usable to skin it out, put it that way.
What do you got? A 200 grain round doing about 3,200?
Well, I don't remember because the guy I used to work with, see, he was a jarhead.
Hmm.
He had my uncle order him one, right?
Yeah.
338 Lapua. Okay. And he custom loaded his own rounds. So he hopped them up. Now, he was not your standard fucking store-bought shit. You know, I'll tell you, that gun was fun to shoot. But the rounds, even fucking loaded himself, was still fucking $35 a shell.
Yeah, wow.
Store-bought, if you buy from a dealer, right? And this is just Hornady. Hornady is one of the cheapest ones out there. $50 a shell.
That's fucking ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
No bullet should cost that fucking much.
Oh, shit. Look at the 50 cal, what that cost. Well,
They used to cost like $5 a piece.
they're more than that now.
Well, obviously now, but like BMG back in the day was $5 a piece.
But even
Right.
fucking reload, it ain't cheap no more to reload like it used to.
Yeah, I've been thinking
Because
about getting
everything
into it,
goes
but
up.
just don't have the space.
Well, the thing is, unless you got your old brass right, buying brass now ain't cheap like it used to.
No, I save all my revolver brass.
Yep.
So I got a whole bunch of 38, 357, 45 Colt, and 454 Casull.
Oh.
And all the Casull brass I got is all fucking, it's HSM, so it's like Starline brass, which is like top quality shit.
Well, and a lot of the brass, you can only reload so many times, too. You can't just do it unlimited number on the brass.
Yeah, it depends on the pressure.
Yeah.
Like Casull, you can't reload it too many times. 38
Yeah.
Special, you can reload a shitload of times because it's got no
But-
fucking pressure at all.
Yeah. But, I mean, there comes a point.
45 Colt cowboy loads, you can reload them forever.
No.
I said cowboy loads.
Because, I mean, because the ones I would have in my fucking, when I had my Judge, right?
Yeah.
Those are one time reload because they were over 300.
I'm not talking about them loads. I'm talking 250 grain, 800 feet
Oh,
per second.
Okay, them.
Yeah,
Okay.
then you can load them like a good dozen times, damn near.
Yeah.
But yeah, what
But
you're talking about, dude, you're talking about like 44 mag level, 45 Colt.
Because when
Yeah,
I carried that son of a bitch, right?
Yeah, you get one
I
or
had
two
four-
reloads out of those.
I had 410. I carried the 410 slug alternator, right? 410 slug. I had the good fucking 45 long coats, ones that will fucking put a hole through your whole body. You know, I mean, not just a little bitty hole, but like,
A hole.
yes. That if it hits you, if I hit you in the shoulder, you're going to know it. It's going to blow your shoulder apart.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 300 grain round going, let's see, out of 45 Colt, a 300 grain round would be doing about 1,100, which is like 9mm velocity.
Well, it's going to do more damage because you're close range too.
That's true.
That was my carry gun because I had the carry snub nose one, right?
Yeah, oh, I know the gun you're talking about.
And shit, that motherfucker, dude, I shot a fucking, the jail thing.
Mhm.
Dude, That motherfucker point blank never went through the block.
No.
And you saw it. When it stopped right, you saw all the fucking... I was like, damn.
There's a reason why that round's been around for 150 fucking years. It works.
Yeah. And I had 410 slug in there, 45, right? Everything, you know. Then I had my fucking, that was my revolver that I carried. Then I had my 45 ACP, you know.
Yep.
Because if you're going to carry an automatic, then hey, it's always best to have a revolver too, just in case as your backup. That's why cops, block cops I know around here, guess what? They carry a 357 on their ankle as their backup gun.
Carry backup, yeah.
And they said it doesn't matter how well you keep the gun clean and all that, keep it functioned. And they said that one time, that motherfucker jams on you. That one time when you need it.
Well, you know, it's all factory ammo you're shooting, so you got one round that's got just a little less charge in it, doesn't quite cycle correctly, and even if your gun is fine, the ammo could do it.
Yep. You know, that's why I think people need to learn how to shoot. Need to know how to shoot a revolver too. You know.
Yeah. Well, my first gun was a revolver, dude. I mean, I shot other guns before that, but the first gun I ever bought for myself was my my Super Red Hawk.
Yep.
Hey, not to change the subject. Give me 1 second here.
Well, you always do. So.
Yeah.
Shut up. I want to show you guys something cool. Don't mind the mess on my table, but see that?
Razor blades?
Yeah.
Come out of your wall.
Yep.
The fuck they doing to the wall?
Because back in the day, the God damn it, hang on, sorry. The cabinet for like your toothbrush and all that used to have a slot for razor blades, and you'd put them in there and they'd go down in the wall. So that way you didn't throw them away in the trash and people get
Jesus
cut.
Christ.
They made it so it would go in the wall?
Yeah, it goes into the wall.
Oh, shit.
When you get into these real old houses, they have slots for these double-edged razor blades.
Yeah.
Like from the old razors and stuff. And there's a whole dustpan full of them in my wall.
I use those. I use a tin to hold mine until I'm ready to throw them out.
Yeah.
Since I'm gonna ask my dad, because my dad used to remodel old houses, right, back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him if he ever ran across anything like that here. You know, here.
Well, when they built the house, they didn't think that you'd be tearing open the walls, right?
Yeah.
So that's why they did that, because they knew you would never, in 80, 90 years, you would never fill that wall ever of razor blades. You know, it would never fill up. And by the time you did, then, you know, it's like, oh shit, you know, then you got to empty out the wall.
Yeah, your grandson said, "Why the hell is this razor getting caught up?"
Yeah, there's probably, I don't know, in that dustpan's not a small dustpan. There's probably 200, 300 razors in there. And a lot of them even say thin Gillette on them.
That's pretty cool.
Probably some pretty old ones in here. See here.
Because Thin Gillette came out with those before they went to the safety razors. They had those.
Made in the USA. It's got patent numbers on them.
Shit, take them to the antique store, see if they're worth anything. Fuck it.
There is a lot of old ones in here.
Because you know, there's got to be some jackass in the world that fucking collects shit like that.
Yeah, some of these are really old. There's dark ones. Gillette Blue Blade.
Hey, take one and just rub it around your beard a little bit. See what happens.
Some of these still look pretty damn sharp.
That's what I'm saying. Like right here, right, Thumper? Like right here, where you ain't got a lot of hair, right? Just see if one looks sharp, right? Test it, see.
Nah, I'm good.
I already know you got your you're caught up on tetanus, so you're good.
No, I'm not. I don't take tetanus anymore.
Oh, they asked me today at the doctor's office. They said, "You want a tetanus shot?" I looked at her. I said, "Fuck no." And she looked at me. I said, "You ever look see what's in that shit?" I said, "If you looked at it, you would not want that shit in your body."
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen that. I'm gonna ask my dad if he's ever ran across that when he remodeled the old houses, right, from like early 1900s, late 1800s, right?
Yeah.
You know, instead of the fucking tearing down that plaster, right, put the drywall, see if he ran across that.
Yeah, because this house was built in 44.
Yeah.
But you know, the older houses, man, they all used to have stuff like this. It's pretty cool.
Yep. See, like Dad, he redid one house, you know, because they wanted to take the plaster down and all that shit, right? Put up drywall. They had fucking newspapers for the fucking on the wall for their fucking wallpaper. Yeah. Which I thought that was pretty cool because I got to see that.
What Thumper? What is that picture that's your background? It's freaking hilarious, dude.
It's a dude pushing a cart, like looting, pretty much, with a fire in the
Cookies.
background.
Diapers.
I figured they had fires for their background, so I wanted one for mine.
Yeah.
That's good stuff
mean-
right there.
It could be, it could be representative of Iran right now, you know.
But we know it's not. Well, we know it's not Tarzan because Disney ain't got enough balls to change the guy from white to black, act like a monkey.
That is true. Yeah.
Which I wish they would.
You know how silly it would be if they actually did that?
I wish they would. That's what I'm getting at, Rocky. I'm going to say that.
I'm
Yes.
beginning to think how stupid Hollywood is and how woke they are. They would actually do that, and it would be like the biggest. It would be like a complete joke when it's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's just like
I
you
mean-
guys are so stupid. You are destroying yourselves doing.
I mean,
it.
look what
It's
they
so-
did to like Snow White, fucking, Little Mermaid, right? Okay, why not Tarzan? Why not? They
Yeah,
clean.
Rocky. They might just be dumb enough to do that.
I didn't watch the Little Mermaid because I'm like that girl does not look like Ariel. To me.
No, I didn't
Snow
watch it
White
either.
does not look like Snow White because the evil queen was way hotter than the girl that played Snow White is.
Exactly. The evil queen's
Way
supposed to be fucking. The evil queen's supposed to be fucking nasty. An old witch. You know.
But
Yates-
even that evil queen was still not as cute as I think the evil queen that wins it all is the evil queen from Once Upon a Time because I just think she's hot. I don't know why. I just like her.
I never watched that one.
She's pretty. I'll tell you that. She's pretty. But man, she's so evil. It's like there's no way I would ever take her serious. I'd be like, you're pretty, but you're good from afar, but far from good.
Yeah.
Shit, I want to find me an old fucking little hot witch that practices witchcraft.
Why would you want to do that?
Hey, I've never had one, so hey, gotta try at least once, right? So
I'll talk to you about that stuff after we get off. I'll tell you what happened to
Rocky,
me.
you know that ain't gonna find it. If I ever find it, I'm like, Rocky, guess what I found? I'll call you up too. You know I will too. You know
I'm gonna
that.
tell you what happened to me. I'm gonna tell you what happened to me.
Don't it? Get them dressed up in a little sexy witch outfit? Fuck yeah. You know?
No, she needs to be the leader hosen, dude.
yeah,
Chick
The
from
same-
Germany, the fucking
The St. Pauli girl outfit.
the Oktoberfest outfit, dude. That's what I
Oh.
expect.
well, I want a witch hat on top with that. Then. Yeah.
You're a dork.
Hey.
Just
I guarantee Thumper will agree with me on that one.
Yeah.
then what we hear in the background of Thumper is
I mean,
But yeah.
think about it, Rocky. I've already had all kinds of crazy fucking ones, right? Might as well have me one I had never had yet. You know, one that's a practicing witch. Come on now.
Speaking of crazy, the
Oh,
one
fuck.
that wrote me the letters, my buddy actually knows her. I guess apparently we all went to school with her.
Yeah, dog bit her lip off.
so anything else happen with that?
She wrote that last letter, but I haven't.
How you in the bushes right now?
She's probably sitting down the street or something. Fucking. She did send me a friend request on fucking a follow request on Instagram, so she must be out of fucking jail.
Nice.
I don't
I
know
am
if you
not
should do
fucking
that one, bro.
She's-
That might
she's
be
gonna.
dangerous.
You're gonna wake up one of these nights. You're gonna take too much gum, have too many gummies, too much beer, right? You're gonna wake up in your bed. You tied up, her on top of you.
Right?
You're gonna do a
How did you
victory
get
style
in
on
my
your ass.
I don't get it, man. I don't remember her at school. Apparently, we all went to school together. I didn't know that.
They're
So,
the
yeah,
ones
that's
that,
even-
that you they're the ones you never remember that remember you. Just be careful with that one.
If you're gonna
What,
fucking
Rocky?
catch him drunk, take him around the world one night, and he's gonna wake up in the morning singing "My Kind of Lover."
See,
Wait a
my-
minute. What's this? Why does my side hurt? There's a hole in my side. Wait a minute. What am I missing? No, don't do it. Don't do it.
I'll tell you right now. I'll see the pictures. Couple show me the pictures. She ain't bad looking. I'd fuck her. Hell yeah.
We know you.
I've
would
not
fuck
seen
her.
the pictures. I don't know.
You tried to get me to hook you up with her, but I
Yeah.
won't do that to a friend.
That's
Because
that's
it's
pretty
too
bad.
dangerous.
It's pretty bad. He don't want to fuck her, but he got someone that will. He won't even do that. I'm like, that's
Well, he sees the inherent danger that you're going to have to deal with. That's probably not worth it.
I've already dealt with ones like that, kind of like that in the past.
Why
Yeah,
would
so-
you want to do it again?
Because they're great in bed. Yeah.
Why
Well,
do
she
some
probably
people ride
fucking-
bulls?
She probably fucking sucks in bed too.
That would be my luck, right? That would be the one that did suck in bed. Yes.
Oh man.
But you never know. She might get one of the best blowjobs out there too.
I doubt it.
Where you get the one psycho out there that starfishes on you.
Yeah, I highly doubt she's any good in bed.
Never know until you try it.
Yeah, you're right, and I will never try it. So.
You better keep your vehicle locked, and you better have a fucking mirror checking for bombs.
Dude, that's the type of woman though that you would have to check your car and surroundings before you walked out of your house.
That's what I just said. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, 100%, dude. Like, she would pop up at every fucking store you go to, tracking on your fucking phone and your car.
And it's easy now with those fucking air tags now. Track people now.
Yeah,
She's the type of chick that probably can't fish it just so she can put around on her.
yeah. Right?
Hey, I gotta run down real quick. I'll be back.
Wait, your buddies? You don't have another buddy.
You're the only person
I'm the only fucking buddy you have.
I'm not gonna someone hold you.
Fucking asshole, you fucking cheater.
I love you, buddy. You keep me in seconds right now. I'm working on the fucking wall. I'm sitting in the wall with.
Okay. All right. Later. Sorry. Yeah, so that guy, the one that just left, him and I went to high school and junior. We went to a couple junior high. We went to junior high like 1 year together, and then high school for a year. But we've always stayed in contact. He's a pretty cool dude. He gets shit done around my house for me. I pay him good. You ask him, I don't pay him good, but I say I pay him good. That's all that matters.
Mulody. Oh
Yeah,
man,
she's
psycho
fucking-
chicks. I'm so glad I never really had a true psycho.
She's fucking crazy, dude. I don't know. I cannot, like, no, I can't do it. Just not one of those types, man. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to cook too. Either I'm cooking or driving on this fucking show. It's not even our cooking show, and I'm fucking.
You cook
Only
more on
doing-
this show than you do on the other one, bro.
I know, right? I'm gonna make like a kind of like a deconstructed kebab, beef kebab.
Like a kebab, eh?
Yeah, so I'm gonna use this ghee, this turmeric ghee, clarified butter with turmeric in it, and ground beef. I just minced up some garlic, and I finely diced up some onion, and I'm gonna put that all in there, and I'm gonna spread it out in the bottom of a cast iron and cook it till it's nice and crispy, and I'm going to put some spices in it.
Dude,
it's gonna
that's
be-
exactly what I was going to do on Friday.
Yeah, I bet, huh?
Who knows? It took him a second.
Shit, my bacon grease got left out. Damn it. Should be okay though. Okay. My kind of love.
You got any crazy shit, Rocky?
Not right now, dude. It's been pretty calm for me. I've just been well, I didn't feel good on Sunday, so that's why I didn't come on. But by the time I felt good, everyone was
Vic?
gone.
This
So-
is how big that jealous devil bag is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, big one.
That's big.
What is it?
Jealous devil.
You said
It
it's a
uses this wood right here from South America.
Hang on.
I can't fucking pronounce that.
Give me a second.
Quebracho.
What's up?
Quebracho Blanco.
I don't know. Yeah. So it's a hardwood, huh? Charcoal?
Paraguay. Okay.
So,
But right now, I got some fucking cheese with some tequila ghost pepper salami. Or pepperoni.
okay. Does.
Yeah, tequila ghost pepper pepperoni, dude. This shit's delicious.
How hot is it?
I mean, it'll make your nose run just a little bit, but not
I mean, they ain't
really.
gonna set you on fire with it.
Oh, no. God, no.
That's good.
It's just really flavorful with a decent
Yeah.
amount of spice to let you know it's there, you know?
Well, that's why if you balance it right, that's what it's gonna do anyways.
No.
So, you know. Woo-wee. All right here. Well, you ain't drinking a White Claw with that, Mick?
That's
Yeah.
per usual. It's a bitch drink. I don't care.
There you go. Here we go, Mick. You ever done this? Cowboy style steaks.
Whoa, I love cowboy style.
Seasoned up.
Oh, straight up
Ready
on the
to
coals
cook.
now. I
I
ain't
know
never
what
done
I'm
that.
doing. Cooking the steak caveman style.
Caveman
Leave it on one
style.
side for a few minutes, then I'll flip it. And those coals will brush right off. And to keep those coals hot under there. it's gonna
I still
make
call
air
it
come
cowboy style,
underneath,
so.
Give it some air. I like cooking them on cast iron, but when I'm hiking 10 miles,
I've seen it done. I ain't never done it myself.
A little heavy
I've
for
done
the
it.
pack.
I've done it straight on the coals, but cowboy style, you use cowboy butter. That's what I thought you were doing.
Yeah, but that could still be considered cowboy style too. Throw around the coals too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
but that's the cowboy style is the cowboy butter, and you just lather that steak up with it.
Yeah, but a lot of the people they had that on the chuck wagon, right? But I'm talking like the outlaws. You think they had butter with them all the time? Probably not.
No.
Oh, they didn't. The outlaws didn't have a cookie, you know.
No, they had that's what I'm talking about. They threw Mick, and I tell you one thing, that's one of the most flavorful steaks you can have. Throw it right on the coals.
It's all fucking Maillard reaction. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all fucking sear crust. Of course it tastes good.
Yeah, Gilly will tell you. I went down a fucking cooking rabbit hole the other night on open fire cooking. I
Yep.
sent him all kinds of fucking videos of cooking with open fire and everything, and different types of open pit barbecues and all kinds of shit.
I want some of those too, because I'll tell you one thing. If you can master that cooking, then everything else is a fucking breeze. If you can master that right there.
Oh yeah,
And a lot of
That's why I
people,
love my open pit, man.
yeah, but a lot of people, they never grew up like that. You know, that started getting the smoking game right, or, you know, cooking. They never grew up cooking like that. So it's harder for them. They're behind the eight ball, what I say, right? On that shit.
Well, they do say though, simplicity is key, man. Sometimes you got to take a very, very simple thing and learn how to do it absolutely perfectly.
Yeah. Well,
There ain't nothing simpler than throwing a steak on a fucking coal.
Yeah. Well, you look at fucking in Italy, right? Their food is simple, right? Simple ingredients. You look down South America, their barbecue, same way, like Santa Maria style, same thing.
Hmm.
You know.
Yep.
Texas barbecue is salt and pepper.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you got Brazil. I'll tell you one thing: people knock the fucking South American cattle, right? Guess what? They are good too.
No,
Most of them,
yeah.
Most of those are grass fed.
No.
People knock the Longhorns, right? I got family members that grow Longhorns, that raise Longhorns, and they're all grass fucking fed. Tell you one thing, they are fucking good.
It doesn't matter what breed it is, man. As long as you treat that animal right and feed them good, you get a good piece of beef out of them.
Yeah. But I will say the best steak I ever had was in Japan.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, that was the Kobe beef right there.
Yeah.
I mean, Wagyu. I mean, I like it, right? But damn, it's rich.
Oh yeah.
That's the only downside to that type of steak right there.
Did you ever see how Kobe beef and Wagyu is delivered from Japan? If you order it, you get it in a box, right? It's all packed in dry ice, and it comes with documentation and a certificate of authenticity. Like the fucking Japanese treat this shit like it's a freaking piece of gold.
But they will not sell to just anybody stateside either. That's the key to it either. They're very picky on who gets their steaks, their beef.
Yep.
But yeah, there's a YouTuber that's got a pretty good reputation. So he ordered one and he did the whole unboxing, and dude, it's elaborate.
Yep. Because there's a steakhouse there in Columbia, not too in Columbia where MU's at.
Yeah.
This one I can still have steak. Went there. They said Kobe beef from Japan. And I asked them, I said, is this real Kobe beef or you're just trying to pass it off for money?
Right.
I said, I know this comes with documentation right here. I said, before I spend that much money on that fucking steak, I want to see that documentation. They could not produce it at all.
Nope.
So I told me right then and there, that was not shipped from Japan.
Nope. They sent it with fucking papers.
And he goes, well, how you know that? I said, look, I was in Japan. I know what Kobe tastes like. I said, I'll guarantee it. If you can't produce those papers, guess what? This is not going to taste like I remember in Japan. Guaranteed.
Nope.
In Japan, the food is cooked simple too. Mm-hmm. You don't need fucking 20 ingredients in a dish sometimes. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't.
Yeah, I was just watching this Kitchen Nightmares Gordon Ramsay show, and this was the one when he first did it in England. And he had this French cook. And the restaurant wasn't doing so well. Obviously, that's why he's there, right?
Yeah.
And this guy, he trained in some of the best kitchens in France. Like, this dude was fucking legit. And he's like, well, make me a dish. And so he made him a dish. And it was like this unbelievably gorgeous fucking presentation. And Gordon's sitting there eating it. He's like, okay, I can taste some anise here. I can taste a little bit of garlic. And there's like, and he finished it up. And he's like, it's very, very fancy. And it's very, very skillfully done. And it really shows your skill. But there are 15 flavors in this dish. And most people don't have time to sit there and pick out 15 different flavors.
Yep.
What they want is 3 or 4 flavors, all done supremely well.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Well,
same thing. Simplicity is the key.
Yeah. It's just the same thing. You ever watched like Robert Irwin, right? On Restaurant Impossible?
Oh, yeah. It's been a long time, yeah.
He did the same thing that Gordon Ramsay was doing, right? With like redoing the kitchens, right? Helping people out, right? He said the same thing to him, too.
Now, he was the guy with the sledgehammer, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I used to watch him a bunch back in the day.
Yeah. But I like watching him and Gordon Ramsay. But the Food Network took their shit off the fucking air.
I watched it on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I know. Well, you can still catch some of that Gordon Ramsay shit on Fox every now and then, too.
I don't have cable anymore.
But one of the best ones out there is on the cooking channel, Gordon Ramsay. Where he's not like he's yelling at the people, right? Like he's known for, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's actually, eating outside, right? And people cooking for him outside. Like in Ireland and stuff like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
The Uncharted or whatever.
Yes, Uncharted. Yes,
Where
yes.
he learns about the culture and the ingredients that they use in
Yep.
all those far off places. Yeah, and then he cooks at the end against the local chef.
Yep.
And yeah, the people that they cook for rate them and stuff. Yeah, I like
Good
that
show.
show.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
good.
It's a good
I
show.
mean, if you like Gordon Ramsay, you'll like that show.
Yeah, I like
It's a
Gordon
whole
Ramsay.
it's a whole different type of Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah. Yep.
It's not like Hell's
Oh.
Kitchen.
Yeah, he's not yelling at people or anything like that.
One of the
No.
things I love about Gordon Ramsay is if you watch Hell's Kitchen, he's like, "You fucking donkey, you fucking moron, get out of my fucking face!" And then he does Hell's Kitchen with the little kids, like,
Yep.
"Oh no, it's all right, kid. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Mistakes happen. It's all good. Well, just get back in the kitchen. No one's
Yep.
mad. He's like super fucking sweet with the children.
Well, that's way people should be with the kids too, because they're gonna
Oh,
make
I know. I
mistakes.
just think the contrast is hilarious.
Oh, I know.
Because the second that kid turns fucking 17, he's going to be screaming at him.
Well, but that kid might not make the same mistakes because he's already got him once, right? Hit him once on that shit.
Probably.
Yep, that's the key. It's like River. He made mistakes. He's cooking. He's like, "Dad, you're not getting bad." I said, "Why, son? You're learning."
Yeah,
Kind of
exactly.
thing. I said, "If I start yelling at you because you fucked up, guess what? That might drive me away from cooking altogether."
I'm only going to do that if you fucked up for the third time and you ain't listening.
Exactly. I'll be right back, boys.
Okay. Yeah, I've got this fucking almost done here to start cooking.
Well, you almost cooking there, bro?
Yeah, it's like a deconstructed kebab. It's not going to be it's not going to be on a actual kebab. It's just I'm going to flatten it out in this cast iron and cook it hard. But I'm using this ghee, this grass-fed ghee with turmeric in it, and then all the other seasonings that I put in here, which was like coriander and allspice and dill weed and stuff like that. It's almost like a Turkish beef or Middle Eastern beef. Yep.
Did I hear
It's funny when
Middle
I
Eastern
realized
beef?
there was a country named Turkey that was in the Middle East. Because Turkey really is like the Middle East, right?
It is a Middle East, yeah.
I think of the bird. I'm like, is that where the bird is from? Turkey, but it's not. It's just, I'm just that's the way my mind goes with that
Yeah.
stuff.
Rocky, did you ever go to Turkey?
No, I never got a chance.
I'm telling you, they have some awesome fucking food. That's one of the things I love when we got to go to Turkey was the food.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I got
got
a
time
chief
in
buddy.
Istanbul.
I got a chief buddy. I think he's a senior chief. He might be retired now. His wife is from Turkey. She's Turkish.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
blonde haired and brown eyed.
The women in Turkey are fucking gorgeous.
Hell yes.
Have you seen the girls from Persia?
Yeah.
Yeah, like some of the most beautiful women.
When I was in Istanbul, when I flew into Istanbul, Turkey,
Yep.
my eyes got fucking huge in the airport. Holy shit. All them fucking women walking around, I was like, God damn, they're gorgeous.
Hell yeah. I had a good old time in fucking Turkey, man. I did. That's like we had guys on the lagoon. They were going through the fucking. They had this one jail, women's jail, right? They would prostitute them out, right? Because over there, the women would go to jail for their husband's fucking debts or crimes or whatever, right? And they'd prostitute them out. I'm like, dude, look at all these women. You don't need to go get a prostitute. This ain't Thailand, motherfucker. I said, there's more women here than guys. I said, this reminds me of Australia.
There are more females in the world than there are men generally.
Well, I know, but certain areas you go into, right, the men outnumber the women. I said, this reminds me of Australia where the women outnumber them.
Yeah, I mean, the only place I think that men outnumber women would probably be China.
Yeah.
Because of their policy back in the day.
Yeah, Alaska too, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I was like,
Because they
man,
wanted sons more than they wanted daughters, which is completely messed up and evil, but that's what happened, dude.
Well, it's like, those boys, some of those guys that never been on the moon, they always been East Coast, right? I said, you motherfuckers need to get on the West Coast, go to fucking Australia. I'm telling you. I said, even a small town, 13,000 people, it's 7-to-1 ratio. They're like, what? I said, I ain't kidding you.
7-to-1.
Seven women to one man.
Yeah, that's the way fucking Darwin was and fucking Townsville was.
Can I read
Yeah,
you
there were a
something
lot
from
of
the
chicks in
Bible that
Townsville,
actually
I
says
agree.
that it's 7-to-1 women anyways? Let me read this to you. This is freaking crazy. You said that it's 7-to-1. Where is it?
I'm just saying, I mean, there was ratios out there like that in certain places.
Here is Isaiah chapter 4. And 7 women shall take hold of one man in that day, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own clothes. Only let us be called by your name. Take away our reproach. 7-to-1.
But
Now
Rocky,
all these fucking hoes are looking for men now that they fuck their lives up, and it's happening.
But-
Dude,
Rocky,
have you
remember-
seen what's been going on with that? Yeah, go ahead, Jay.
but think about it. Back in fucking 2000 and we was there in the late 90s, right?
Mhm.
There was 10 times more women at the bar than men.
Oh, dude, there was a shitload of chicks there. No
Yeah.
question.
It wasn't like going to a bar here stateside. It was not like that at all.
Let's just say I wasn't sad that I was married, but boy, I was running scenarios if I wasn't.
You wish you could have been like the rest of us, single, had fun like that.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't have my retarded first kid now, would I?
Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, that's one way to look at it.
Like we may have one more than one retarded kid, maybe like 3 of them or 4.
Well, I mean,
It
they all
seems
went
to
through
be
their
that
periods
way.
of retardation, you know.
Every kid does. I mean, shit, look at River. He's been in retard fucking that stage for a while now. So,
Oh.
Makes me think of how long you were a retard for, Jay.
who, me? I'll go in retard mode because I got kicked in the head too many times by horses. Come on now.
He still occasionally bumps into things, you know. He never quite got over it.
That I do. I do have a fucking balance issue. That I do. So, yes.
See, told you.
Well,
See?
that we know why that happened, but
Yeah. But just imagine me, ADHD at River's age. I'd be like a little velociraptor too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
you
I
know,
was the quiet kid growing up.
Which is difficult for me to
I
imagine.
can't see that, Jay. I cannot
Dude,
see
but-
you being.
I mean, I
Rocky-
believe you and all. I just have
Rocky,
a
when
hard
I
time
got to the
imagining.
5, I was quiet. When I got to the 5, right?
You were, but then about a couple weeks later, you're like, "Fuck you, motherfucker! Fuck you,
Hey,
bitch!" Fuck
Because you guys brought that shot. You guys broke me of that shyness. Y'all admit.
Yeah, I mean, I think that happened to everybody, especially when engineering birthing.
It takes you out of your comfort zone.
Yes,
And that's
it
what
does.
just like anything. You gotta get out of your comfort zone on anything.
So
especially in
gonna
life.
be you're gonna be who you are, and like I was who I was, and I used to tell people, "Hey, motherfuckers, what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
What you hear is what you
Yeah.
what you hear is what you hear from me."
But actually, one of the things that broke me, helped me break through that fucking shyness, right? Was that fucking paint fight. I'm telling you.
The paint fight between
That
you and me,
paint fight, yeah.
dude. I wish there was a way for us to put that in a fucking movie scene. It would be fucking hilarious, dude.
A paint
It'd be
fight.
hilarious.
Would you have a fight down in the main engine room or something with some paint?
Yeah, we was painting the
Dude,
boiler.
We were paint. Go ahead, Jake. Tell him.
Now go ahead, tell him.
So we're painting boiler number 2 in Main 2, right? Because that's where
Yeah.
we both work. And I don't know what happened, but Jay was talking about something. I was like, I don't give a shit. And he's like, fuck you. And he gets a paintbrush and goes like that. I'm like, man, fuck you. And he does it again. I'm like, well, fuck you. And then I start painting all over. We start getting in a paint fight. We start painting each other's, coveralls. Well, I took it overboard and I grabbed his coveralls later and I painted the whole fucking thing white. It was all white. And it was like that, when paint's like almost dry, but not.
You can stand it up on its own.
Yeah. So he went to quarters the next day like that with the fucking fight hat on like that one, right? And and they're like, what the hell happened to you? And they're like, well, Older Reddy did it. And I'm like, come here, mother. He's like, hey, give me your fucking coveralls. So I'm like, well, okay, I'll just wear the white ones. I don't care. they're going to be a little short on me. I'm talking shit like that. But
Well,
like,
actually, they wasn't short because they were the fire retardant ones.
Yeah. But it was just funny because like, that's the kind of shit you see in a movie, and we did that in real life. That was like, it was freaking hilarious, dude. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was fun.
See, when you get you out of your comfort zone, that opens up new avenues to you. It really does.
Yeah.
Just like I get out of my comfort zone when it comes to cooking sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm doing it right now.
Well,
I just made the kebabs and put them in the ghee. So we'll see how it turns out. I didn't measure anything, so.
All right.
Yeah, I would have paid to spin a fly on the wall for that fight.
Oh yeah. Oh hell, I mean, we had that. Hell, we had wrestle. Well, fucking, it was like WrestleMania down to May too sometimes.
Oh shit, Combat Systems birthings too, man. Dog the door down,
Yeah.
fucking roll, going to Radar 1, fucking roll. Oh yeah, dude, we were wrestling all the time.
I mean, we had at May 2 at that time. Me, Rocky, Cav, Boswell, fucking Delp down there. And of course, I'm the smallest one out of all of them.
Yeah, but you were fucking yoked.
Yeah, but I didn't wrestle a lot of like they did. They had more wrestling experience than I did.
All right.
And then I'll tell you, that was some good times though, man. I'll tell you one thing, you don't want to get thrown against a fucking valve. Those valves hurt.
Oh,
they
yeah.
do.
You don't want to get thrown up against anything down in the main engine room.
Fuck no.
It's all fucking nuts and bolts and knobs and yeah.
That's like Cav. He's like, well, I figured you'd get Rocky. I was like, motherfucker, he wrestled longer than I did. He went to state. I said, he knows it better than I do. I said, what do you expect? I said, people forget that people that fucking wrestled know how to use the other person's strength against them. Get the other person stronger. They know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's like when I wrestled 170 pounds, right? Guess what? I was the shortest motherfucker in the fucking district. The rest of them were fucking 6'1", 6'2" at that, at that weight. Now when I dropped down to 160, that's my height. So then I was able to win. But then I lost so much weight too quick, that 10 pounds, I was weaker too.
Didn't have the strength, yeah.
Because my natural weight was 170. That was actually my natural weight. I could not gain weight at all. I pissed off all the other wrestlers.
Yes.
They try to keep weight, right? Dude, I'll come here with a la carte fucking hamburgers. I got 2 or 3 hamburgers, right? French fries, eating right in front of them. They're pissed off because they're over here eating like a fucking rabbit.
Dude, that's how I was, man. I was 175 pounds no matter what I did. I didn't get up to 190 until I doubled my food intake and started lifting twice a day. And it took me 9 months to get up to that 190. And then I went to boot camp, right back down to 170.
But even then, Vic, in high school, I tried. I did that. Powerlifting, eating double intake, right, on food, to not get past 170. Even in boot camp, I didn't get past it. I didn't hit fucking 200 until I started lifting weights again in 2014.
Well, that's when your metabolism is a little slower and you can keep a little more weight on you.
But I know my metabolism was fucking just as fast at that time.
Huh.
But I was doing the lightweight high reps. That's what bulked me up more than the powerlifting ever did.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. Yeah. Well, everybody's got a different story because everybody's a little bit different, like a lot of like Tom Platz, he trained legs with volume, and he had the best fucking legs in the world at the time. And you got guys like fucking Dorian Yates who are like, yeah, I do 3 sets of 3 reps and I nearly maxed out each one, and that's my growth. Like, everybody's got their thing, man. I don't think there's any one way to train.
No, look, it's all about your diet too, though.
Well, yeah, that's more. Well, diet and sleep are the most important things. If you don't have a good diet and plenty of sleep, you might as well not even lift.
And you gotta fucking take at least a day or 2 off. Let your muscles repair itself too.
Oh yeah, you need down days, absolutely.
I was like, the ones that when I was at the gym all the time, these guys will be in there 7 days a week, right? They're like, you're getting bigger, more games than me. I said, because I let my body rest. I lift 4 days a week, and that's it. I take Friday, Saturday, Sunday to repair, to rest.
Yep.
You know, same way I did on the 5. When we was on deployment, guess what? I was in there just 3 days a week in the gym.
Oh.
You know, Reed, you remember Big Reed, right? Inchman?
Reed? Yeah, I remember Reed.
How jacked that motherfucker was?
Yeah.
That's what he did. He did fucking 4 or 5 days a week. That was it. You know, Hall, remember Raymond Hall? Chris?
Yeah.
He was jacked like a motherfucker too. He didn't lift every day.
We ain't supposed to, even guys that are on roids ain't supposed to lift every day.
Uh-uh.
I mean, roids help your recovery and all that, but you still need to take a day or 2 off.
Because every time you fucking lift weights, guess what? It's tearing that muscle. You got to let it repair itself.
That's the whole damn point, yeah.
You know. Oh, did you see the fucking Supreme Court fucking they're watching the case over fucking men or boys and women's sports today. They talking about that.
They finally made it to the Supreme Court, yep.
I'll tell you one thing. If fucking Supreme Court rules for the fucking ones that don't know what the fuck they are, right?
Yeah.
That should be a time that fucking women fucking need to protest. That.
Yeah.
You know. So I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Boys have a more advantage than women do when it comes to sports because they're body frame. Because our bodies are built differently. They're built different for a fucking reason, too.
Dude, I still fucking feel bad about this, man. When I was in high school, I was probably, I don't know, like sophomore, junior year, something like that, right? Every now and again, they'd merge the gym classes and they'd have co-ed gym class, right? And we'd play like volleyball or something or kickball or, something where it's like not too crazy, right? Yeah. I remember, man, there's this girl named Carrie and she was, God, fucking 5'3", 100 fucking nothing, like little frail thing. Yeah. We were playing fucking volleyball and I got heated and I jumped up and I fucking spiked the ball at the net and it came right down and nearly took her fucking head off. Yeah. I mean, her face was red and swollen. She hit the ground. I felt like fucking dog shit. I still kind of do to this day because, that never quite goes away. And, everybody was cool about it. She was cool about it. Like, it was all fine, but the point is, dude, I nearly took her fucking head off with a volleyball.
Yeah. Well, we used to play dodgeball. This is when, before I got to high school, gym class, right? In 7th, 8th grade. We played dodgeball, boys against girls, right? And the girls in our class, boy, they had some big old titties back then, right? And I would get that smallest ball, the one you can palm, right? I got small hands, right? I get that one that's real hard.
The yellow one that's hard as hell.
And I fucking just threw as hard as I could, right at their chest, right? Hit them. They're like, hey, you hit my face. I'm like, hey, my fault you got big titties.
You should have caught it. Yeah, we still played dodgeball in high school, man. That's when it was the most fun.
Well, high school, they wouldn't let us in gym class. Too many people got hurt.
Nah, my school didn't care. We loved it.
Because in gym class, there was always one of the jocks getting hurt, like myself. It's the ones that didn't, the ones that were in band getting hurt.
No.
And their parents had some money, put it that way. So
now in high school, the parents were of the same opinion as the coaches. Toughen up and quit bitching.
Well, a lot of the parents wasn't. A lot, was when I went to high school, right? But some of them wasn't either. So,
my town I grew up in had like 3,000 people.
Yeah.
I mean, like we were capital C fucking country. A lot of farm boys, a lot of dairy farmers, a lot of shit like that. There wasn't no room for weakness, man.
Well, see, like Mobley, it was 13,000 people, still a small town, right?
That's still.
But I came from a town with 200 people, right? And dude, fucking, I had this one senior. I was a sophomore. He threw a basketball at me after baseball practice. We had in the gym because it was March, late February, early March, right? So it was raining out, so we couldn't. We had to practice in the gym. He threw a basketball at me. Okay, fine. I didn't say a word to him. I just walked over to him, fucking power drive his ass right on the fucking gym floor. I just walked away. Didn't say nothing either. Didn't hit him or nothing. I just picked him up, power drive. Didn't say a word. walked home. It went away. Next thing I know, I'm looking at suspension because their parents bitched to the fucking principal. My parents are up there, and then mom and dad got sued. Well, that's it.
Serious?
Yeah.
What
And
a
mom goes and told that principal, mom goes, he's a fucking senior. Jason's a fucking sophomore. Mom goes, that senior started it. Mom goes, that senior got everything he fucking had coming to him.
Dude, in my school, dude, if you were a senior and you picked on a sophomore and that sophomore kicked your ass,
Yep.
you licked your wounds, you shut your fucking mouth, you walked away, and you prayed to God nobody find out because you would never live that down.
Well, he didn't. He never lived that down either. That whole year, he did not.
You pick the fight you pick. If it doesn't turn out well, that's on you, man.
That's like fucking after that. Hardly anybody fucked with me after that. Because they always thought me because I was that quiet kid, right? They never see me blow up at all. They learned that, hey, you push me far enough, I will fight back.
Yeah.
And stuff that when I became a senior, the guys that would pick on especially the kids that fucking were in the retard classes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd take up for the special ed kids because that did piss me off because those kids did not understand what the fuck was going on. Right there.
Yeah,
you can't
dude.
be fucking with those
If I
kids.
saw some
That ain't right.
the special education kids get picked on, I got fucking mad.
Yeah.
was
I
like,
damn
why
near
you
started.
think
Yeah.
that
you
they're
don't
like
do
the
that.
most kind-hearted, loving people in the world, right? But they have the mentality of like a 5-year-old child, and you're gonna treat them like crap. No, dude, you're about to get your fucking ass beat really bad for being a stupid ass like that.
Yep.
Dude,
See,
when
I
I was,
almost.
Yeah.
when I was in elementary
Unacceptable.
school one time,
Yeah.
I was in the bathroom. I was washing my hands, and one of the special ed kid came in with the teacher,
Yeah.
and all I did was look over. I go, "Hi, Matt." Just waved and said hi, and he
Yeah.
went, he got upset for whatever reason. He was mentally retarded. Who knows why?
Yeah.
And he fucking punched me in the face, just like out of nowhere. And teacher's like, no, pulled him off. And even at that age, I understood the kid's got mental problems. That wasn't personal. You know what I mean? Like I didn't like it, but at the same time, it's like even when I was like 11, I was like, oh yeah, something's wrong with the kid. This is not something worth getting pissed off over.
But the kid could have been picked on too a lot because of that too.
Well, like I said, it's neither here nor there. All I'm saying is that even at that young age, I understood that certain kids are kind of off limits, even if they do something like that, Why you go out of your way to pick on one of them is absolutely fucking beyond me, and I'm an asshole.
That's why I'm giving River free reign to whip the kid's ass. Well, they won't pick on him because he's not at every, but he for certain subjects, he get extra time, right? Goes to a different classroom.
Yeah, one of my oldest got extra time because he was behind on some of the topics. Yeah.
And I always tell River, I said, tell teacher first, right? Teacher don't do nothing, guess what? Whip their ass.
Go.
Absolutely. I said, that shit's going to stop right there.
Yep.
Because I was picked on when I was about his age because I was in reading classes like he's in. Because I was a slow reader. I was. I didn't like to fucking read. I hate to fucking read. And I had a stutter at that time too.
Did you really?
Yeah. So that right there, that threw your confidence down when you stutter. The kids make fun of you too.
Sure.
And I'm like, fuck, I don't want to read. No, I get that. That's why because I got picked on at an early age. That's why when I was in high school, I did not like when people picked on kids that was a little slower than it. I did not fucking like it.
No.
Like when I coached River soccer and all that shit, right? Kids would mess with other kids, right? Try to.
Sure.
Then I said, no, I put a stop to that. I gathered them all up and I gathered their parents up. I said, I'll tell you right now. I said, this is the Y. It's fucking league. Guess what? This is my fucking team. And you ain't gonna pick on or make fun of kids that have if they have a learning disability. That ain't gonna fucking happen. Just like that. And I ran everybody that whole practice. And those parents never said one word to me after that. And that never happened again either.
But what the hell are they going to say to you?
Yeah. And I told the fucking, I cleared it with the director of the Y, too. And she had my back. She was like, I got your back on it. She was, those kids don't even do. I said, exactly.
Sweat them.
And that's the only time I cussed in front of those kids. That pissed me off that bad. And I looked around their parents too. I said, if you got a problem with it, you and I can have a discussion after practice. And none of them said a word.
Oh,
You know, because that's like the next year, everybody was trying to get their kid on my fucking team next year because I kept those kids in line.
because you were fair.
Yeah. You know, but I was like, look, I'm not one of these young fucking coaches that just fucking lets kids do whatever. No, I'm a coach like how I was coached. You know, they mess up, they're going to get yelled at if they keep messing up. You know?
Yeah, that was one of the things that kind of pissed me off when I, my middle kid, Steven, he was in Cub Scouts.
Yeah.
And I go to the scout meetings and shit. And I'm just a parent. So, I mean, I help out, but I got no real authority. And the scout masters, man, they were not fucking keeping these kids in line.
Yeah.
Like at all.
Yeah. Well, it's like when you go from Cub Scouts, right? It's the dead mother, right? It's supposed to keep them in check, right? The kids in check. Now, when you go to Boy Scouts, right? Guess what? It's the older scouts keep the younger ones in check. And that's where your leadership comes in through the Boy Scouts. Because you got senior patrol leader, all that runs the meeting. The parents or the scout masters and all that are just there to make sure no one gets hurt.
Right.
Or if the kids don't know something right, that's when the adults step in. Hey, at least show you, right? You know, and all that.
Sure.
I mean, that's why I like River goes. Someone goes, you gonna put River Scouts? I said no, because the adults run everything. It ain't the kids now in Boy Scouts like it was when I was at.
Oh yeah,
You know?
that's no good.
I said no, not the same. You know, they said, what about women? I said, no, what? I'm gonna tell you right now, girls have Girl Scouts. If they want to be a co-ed, right? There's always been Explorer Scouts. That's always been co-ed. You know, they can do that when they get 16. But Boy Scouts need to be for boys, and Girl Scouts need to be for boys or girls. Need to be.
I would think that would be obvious by the name, you know.
Yeah, especially when they're hitting fucking puberty.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly. I think we all know where that goes.
Exactly. You know,
But somebody thinks that we're all like them, and we're not, because they're stupid.
You see, at this stage of the game, having lived as long as I have, my theory is we should go back to the way it was, where you had a boys' school, you got a girls' school, right? And then once a month, you have a dance. That way they can all mingle, they can get to know each other, they can say hi, do the opposite sex thing. That way they're not like completely isolated, you know? I mean, of course, there's always going to be chaperones, so I mean, no big, right? But I think the educational environment ought to be fucking, it all ought to be, what do you call not co-ed? I don't know if there's a term for not co-ed.
well,
Yeah,
some colleges back in the day was like that too.
Yeah, they were. And I think it was a really good idea. And I think the boys and the girls need to mix somewhat. I mean, they already mix in the neighborhoods they live in. It's not like they don't fucking ride their bike and go say hi to each other. But I mean, I think in school, I don't think they need the distraction. I don't think they need the bullshit.
Well, same way the fucking ships fucked up by putting women on the boats. Plain simple.
I have no basis of reference because I got on with the girls. You can joke about that however you want. But so I'll take your word for it.
I mean, me and Rocky know exactly how the fucking crew was better, tighter before the women got on board. You know,
The girls ruined everything. They ruined everything. And I'm not saying this in a way that's sexist. It's just they ruined the camaraderie and the cohesiveness that you would have as an all-male crew to get the race done and not have these distractors.
Yep.
All they do is cause distraction because they always get someone to try and do their work for them. And when they don't do that, that's when the harassment shit happens. Oh, he sexually harassed me. He said something dirty to me. No, it's because he wouldn't help you fucking do your work, you dumb fucker. Yeah. That's the truth. That is the truth. And I don't care what anyone says. If they say otherwise, they know they're lying to themselves. I've seen it a million times.
No, women should stay on shore duty. To be honest with you, they should have kept women on the shore duty.
Well, honestly, dude, if all things are equal, they should be drafted and go into the Army and the Marine Corps first.
They should, yes. But I'm saying, like for the Navy, right on the boats, right?
Go to the battlefield. Go to the battlefield. If you are superior or equal to men, then you can die just like men do.
But we see it firsthand in firefighting too. A lot of those women, there were some women that could handle it, right? But a lot of them could not handle being number one husband. Could not. You know? Oh.
Nice one.
Well, and then fucking it came like fucking high school again, all over. You know?
Yeah, tell me about it.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, we've already fucking went through high school. What the fuck?
Oh no, there's more.
You know, it's like when I went to C school, right? Guess what? It was a lot different being a fleet retardee, too. That was. You know, a lot of A school guys got pissed off at us because we were stealing some of the women that they was trying to get a hold of.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I did the same thing when did the same thing with the wife when I showed up, dude. When I met Charlene, man, she's in her senior year of high school.
Yep.
And I show up a fucking sailor from New York with a black sports car, man. Fucking over for the rest of the guys she knew.
And guess what Capri Sun has taught us to do as early as a kid, right?
Oh boy. Find the hole?
No, kind of. The Capri Sun pouches were designed to teach kids how to do emergency tracheotomy.
Tracheotomy.
Think about it.
Yeah.
If you hit that hole just right, guess what? It did. You know. Oh, Thumper's gonna like this one right here. I think everybody else will too, though. So watch this one.
What do you got? Is it a fucking cat thing again?
No, it ain't a cat thing again. God damn it! Let's listen.
I cannot finish this, babe. Do you want to eat my taco?
Absolutely.
That's what I said. Everybody's gonna like that one. Come on now.
Hell yeah.
Well, I already know what Robbie would do if his wife ever said, "You want to eat my taco?" He'd be doing the same thing. See?
It's a California fish taco.
Even though she was probably talking about the Bria tacos, right?
Right.
It must be a guy thing, I guess. I don't know, because we love women that way, you know.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of it is a guy thing, but also a sailor thing too. So.
Well, yeah.
Oh, and y'all see this one? That it was legal to fucking mail kids through the mail back in the day. And it was too.
You know that in 1913, you could actually mail a baby in the United States? When the parcel post service first started, regulations were loose, and parents found it was cheaper to mail their children to relatives than to buy a train ticket. One 6-year-old girl was shipped 73 miles for just 53 cents in stamps glued to her coat. The Postmaster General quickly banned mailing humans, but for a brief moment, special delivery had a whole new meaning. Did you know?
That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean,
no, it's bad. That's going to happen again.
Well,
2x4 and plywood crate, drill some holes in it, nail them in, give them a fucking.
I will get the Postal Service.
Capri Sun.
I will say this about the Postal Service. They're actually pretty fucking, strict with what you can send out. I don't think that will ever come back.
That's pretty funny, though.
I hope it does not, man. To be honest, that's it's dark. It's very dark in a way if you look at it.
But back then, though, Rocky, 1913, right? You didn't have all the problems in society that you have now. That's the thing. Times are different back then.
You can imagine what the problems of society are now, and then they're going to mail people like that.
Yeah. But, and also, too, back to that time, too, Rocky, women will get married 14, 15, 16, too, back then, too.
I know. They're not like 30. They're not like 32 trying to get married.
But I'm saying, back then, that was the culture. That's why they had so many kids.
Well,
to work on the farms.
Well, that was a culture for all of humanity for 10,000 years.
Yeah.
That was completely fucking normal until like 60 years ago.
Until about 1965.
Yeah. Totally normal.
And that's what the civil rights fucked up. Yeah. Some people prey on the younger girls, right?
Yeah, that ain't right.
But if she's 16, the guy's 18, that ain't that big of an age difference. That don't matter. Should not matter. at all.
Especially if the parents are good with it.
Yeah.
Girls good
And
with it,
every
parents good with it. Everyone's on board. Who cares?
And every state has a legal limit, right? Washington State used to be 16.
I think it might still be for age of consent. I'm not sure about marriage, but I think age of consent it still is 16.
Yeah. See, like how I know that was Baldo's, right? He was fucking older than us, and he was dating a 16-year-old. She was Filipino. The family was cool with it, but that was the law there.
No.
Even though UCMJ, right, military law states they have to be at least 17.
No.
At least.
That's all Charlene was when I met her. She was 17.
Yeah. It's like Missouri, age of consent 17. Missouri. Now, would I
2
ever?
years younger than you?
Huh? Oh.
Charlene's 2 years younger than you?
3, depending on the time of year, yeah.
Heidi's about 4 years younger than me, almost.
No.
My last wife was 9 years younger.
But
what was the first one?
You were 18, so you're good.
What was the first one? What was the first two?
The first one was only 2 years younger, and the second one was 1 year younger.
You need to try to go older. You went younger. That didn't work. You need to try a little bit older. Which me, I've done the older ones, and I've done the younger ones. I ain't found one that works yet for me, anyways.
I was going to say, it doesn't seem to work no matter what.
I know. Hey, did y'all hear this story from Vietnam?
No, tell us.
It's a clip. I'll just play it.
All right.
I don't think there's any music. If it is, I'm fucked.
Massive American sailor was captured in Vietnam after he accidentally fell off the ship while chasing a hat. But although his captors immediately nicknamed him the incredibly stupid one, the secret he was hiding would save hundreds of lives. You see, Doug Hegdahl was just a young Midwestern farm boy who had zero intelligence training, unlike the pilots. As it turns out, Doug quickly realized that because he was so big and uneducated, the guards seriously underestimated him. So he just leaned into it, acting so dumb that they eventually let him roam the camp freely as a janitor. They even spent months trying to teach him to read English for propaganda, but Doug just pretended he couldn't learn simple words. He even flipped off a general once, innocently claiming it was a friendly American greeting he had learned from others. But even then, while he was sweeping the floors and acting vacant, Doug was actually doing something incredible. As it turns out, he was secretly memorizing the names of every single fellow prisoner he swept past inside the brutal prison camp. Since he couldn't write anything down without being caught, he just set the names to the tune of Old MacDonald. He somehow memorized 256 names, ranks, and personal details just by humming the nursery rhyme in his head all day. When the captors finally released him early to save resources, they thought they were getting rid of a useless idiot. But Doug immediately recited all 256 names to authorities. He single-handedly proved that hundreds of missing men were actually still alive. So this massive...
Damn.
Good for him.
Yeah.
That's a good job.
Well, that just goes to show that everybody from the Midwest is stupid.
Not every.
Some of the people I've met have been from the South and the Midwest.
But you know how society, right?
The dumbest fucking people I've met have been from New York and California.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, wait, you're from California. Never mind.
But Rocky. But no.
I can vouch for it because I'm like, I see these people and I'm just like, oh my God, how did you live so long? Why did your parents not destroy you?
But Rocky, that goes to show how society, looked at people in the Midwest and the South.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it makes me think of Rodney Dangerfield. He's like, no, my tigers eat their young, In Caddyshack. I think it's Caddyshack, right?
Yeah. But Becky's talking about people from New York City.
Yeah.
Because not everybody's dumb in New York. You got to get away from the city. That's what you got to get away from.
No, I'm telling you, like the dumbest, most ignorant, stupid people have been from California or New York or some liberal city that's retarded. They're all retarded.
Well, look at Seattle now. They're all dumber than Box of Rocks.
They're all like the smug people in South Park. Remember the smug people, the ones that would smell the farts? They act just like
thanks.
Where they drive the cars and everything.
The Priuses,
that's how they act. And it's like, okay, I disengage with them. I can't do it. I'm like, I'm gonna get dumber from talking to them, like the Billy Madison movie.
I was like,
We're,
I got a couple cousins there.
We're all more stupid for having listened to you.
Yeah.
May God have mercy on your soul. You know.
Well, I got a
Good
couple
Lord.
cousins that live outside Portland, Oregon, right? You know,
Uh-huh.
they grew up, and they say the same thing about fucking Portland area. You know,
Yeah.
these
With dark
motherfuckers
country.
done lost their fucking minds about shit.
It's like some kind of mind virus, and I don't understand how they can be so brainwashed so easily. That's
I don't know.
that's
It's hard to
that's
say.
the mystery to me. You
It's
know
very
what I
hard to
mean?
say.
I think a lot of it is how they was raised too. A lot of it is got to be though.
You're probably right there. I mean,
Because
yeah.
I don't care if you grew up in a broken home, right? If you had strong parents, right, even though they might not have been together, kids didn't act like that at all. If they had strong parents who were willing to discipline kids.
But I mean, I look on Facebook, man, not necessarily people that I'm friends with, but like people that comment on people that I'm friends with. Some of the people I graduated with and around within a year or two, man, most of them are cool, but like we've got a couple ultra hardcore fucking libtards, and you would think they were born in the deepest reaches of San Francisco. They're so fucking stupid. And so even, you know, up in corn country, man, every now and again, dude, you get a couple.
Yeah. Well, in Frisco
It makes you wonder. It's like, what are they being taught that's different from me, and how did they interpret it to think that it was okay to be that way?
And some of those ones, they didn't get like that until they went to college too.
That's true. Yeah,
You know,
most of the time it's college.
Yeah,
my
it's
sister
like
was fairly normal,
I
and
would give the
college
college
fucked her all
professors a
up.
run for their money.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
sorry,
look at
I
Fris-
didn't mean to interrupt, Nick. Sorry. What did you say?
No, I was just saying, yeah, the same thing happened to my sister. My sister was, you know, a little left leaning, but reasonably normal until she went to college, and then it was like a fucking switch.
I mean, look at Frisco, right? Back when we was going there for Fleet Week, right? You didn't have, it was Democrat, right? But it was none of this left-leaning bullshit at all.
No, fucking San Fran, both times I went was fucking amazing.
I mean, everybody got along.
Yeah,
Yep.
nobody, there was
Everybody
no
did.
problems. It was
Just like
fun.
Seattle. You know, the hippies in fucking Washington, Seattle, right?
Yeah, Seattle was
The
great.
Everybody just left everybody alone. You know, or we partied together too, back in the day.
Yeah.
You know,
Now it's like you can't even talk to a person that you disagree with because they think you
Well,
hate them, and it's like, no, we just have a different point of view, and maybe we have a different moral standpoint, and our moral standpoint actually is more stable and better for society and people and families and everything. And it's so weird because like you can't even talk to these people. I mean, look at what happened with the girl that got shot by the police after she tried to run over someone.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, are they going to stop and listen, or are they all trying to just get themselves killed by the use of deadly force when they use the vehicle as a deadly weapon?
because that
Well, I think that,
police. Sorry, go ahead.
oh no, I think like reality TV is an excellent time capsule because the first episodes of Kitchen Nightmares in the UK were like from like 2004 or something like that, 2002. They're old, right? And I've been watching them old ones. And I saw an episode, dude, where they had pizzas. They said, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to make, each one of you chefs is going to make you're each going to make your own style pizza. We're going to bring people from the street and we're going to have them sample your pizza. And we're going to find out what the people you're trying to serve like best, right? And so one of the guys was a vegetarian. And he's like, yeah, you got anything vegetarian? And he's like, oh yeah, we got the the margarita over here with the tomato slices. And he's like, oh, okay. So he goes over and he eats a slice. He's like, yeah, that's really good. I like that one. And Gordon looks down. He's like, oh shit. He's like, what? He's like, I didn't notice, but that one has actually got Parma ham underneath all that tomato and cheese. And the guy's like, oh really? Oh, okay. He's like, sorry about that. He's like, no, it's fine. He's like, one other piece? He's like, no, thanks. I'm good, bro. And he just sort of smiled and waved and walked out, right? And I was like, dude, if that was today, they'd be fucking faking gagging and retching and screaming and saying you poisoned them. You know what I mean? Like you gave a vegetarian a piece of something with meat in it and they act like it's arsenic. But that dude was but that dude was just like, oh, well, I won't be doing that again, you know?
I was on Twitter today, and it was that one video of like that dude. They're in a grocery store, and they're like playing sad songs and bringing flowers to the meat in the grocery store.
I've seen shit like that.
hey,
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, this is ridiculous.
It's already dead, so
It's like, what are you gonna do? I mean, like, you're not gonna bring the chicken or the beef or the pork back.
well, and you're not going to change anyone's mind either.
That's the thing. It's like, you know what I noticed about all the protesters? I wish that we could go viral with this. You know what I noticed about all the protesters? The more you protest and block people from doing what they need to do, whether it's get to work, their wife's in labor, and they're trying to deliver their baby and take them to the hospital, but you're laying in the road trying to stop them from doing that, you are never going to win anyone to your side.
No.
And you are not a victim if they hit you or beat the crap out of you because you're blocking their way. What gives you the right to block their way?
No. Yeah.
You know, it's like it's live and let live, right? Or live and let live and let live. How about you let these people live and do what they need to do? You can protest what you want, but you cannot expect people to be on your side or side with you or agree with you if you treat them like crap or threaten them with violence.
Yeah. Oh,
That is the exact opposite of what you would do to try and convince someone to come to your side. You know what I mean? And it's so weird that you keep on seeing the same thing and they keep on doing it and they're not getting different results. They're getting more people turning against them.
Well, and also too, Rocky, you look at a lot of these fucking purple-haired fucking people, right? Guess what? I mean, no, they're not very successful in life. Jobs. I mean, there are some liberals that are very successful, right?
Yeah, but they ain't protesting like that.
But you look at people like us, right? Blue collar. Guess what? We've been probably more successful than a lot of those people libtards have been in life.
I would agree with that because I would tell you this. I guarantee you, there's college professors I would destroy in debates. They could be a doctor and I would completely destroy them because everything they teach is based off of false shit. It's false. It's not. It's a lie.
But you're not gonna actually destroy them because they're gonna believe what they believe and they're gonna be dead set in it, and they don't care what you think. They know what they think, and that's all that matters.
I will say this: so my brother, he married to a liberal family. Right? My brother did, right? You know, great people. I mean, actually, they're not the left leader, right? Well, maybe my brother's sister-in-law is, right? She is, but the mom and dad wasn't. Her dad was the head meteorologist in Kansas City for a lot of years, right? And a professor too.
Oh, so he was a professional liar, anyways.
But he was actually pretty cool. He was actually cool, right? Him and I, because he knew him and I, like me and him, had different political opinions, right? On things, and we'd have discussions about things, right? It would never, it'd be civil, right? And he would ask me, like, you know, about the military stuff, right? I'm like, hey, this is the way it is. It's the way it always has been on certain things, right? I said, just because certain people don't like it doesn't mean it's not right. You know, sometimes you got to do the bad stuff, you know, and he agreed with that shit, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people out there, like my brother. I don't know what the fuck happened to him ever since he got out there in Colorado.
You know? No, it's fucking
Colorado. Yeah.
I mean, my brother, he thinks differently than I do, which that we always have, right? But yet, you know, when it comes to Trump, he's got PTSD, or he did have anyway. You know, like he was talking about me, he had a discussion about the drug boats. I'm like, that ain't nothing new. I said, that's happened on every fucking president right there, ever since Reagan.
Dude, we were blowing those bitches up under fucking Clinton.
Exactly. No, I mean,
they weren't putting it on TV. That's the thing.
And he goes, well, you guys have probably better intelligence than what I said. No, they got the same intelligence what we fucking had, Brian. Same same thing. I said the only difference is, you know, now it's because of Trump, because people don't like Trump. They're posting everything, make him look bad.
My question would be, why are you supporting drug boats coming here and drugging our people? Why are you mad at we are destroying the people that do the evil, and you're mad at that? or the people that are getting the stuff, then they're ruining their lives and ruining other people's lives and causing an even bigger strain on our economy. What is going to make you wake up to the fact that if we don't take these people out, they take all our people out?
I was fucking Shade would come on here, right? Because she was defending the drug boats, right? Shade was, of all fucking people.
Why? Why would she do that?
Dude, she blocked fucking Ureta on Facebook.
Oh, that's
because he was talking, there was something, I can't remember what it was, right? I was about the woman getting shot, right? Up there in Minneapolis, right? He said, look, I'm saying this from my perspective. As a Mexican, right? You know, Mexican American. He said, I had to wash my P's and Q's when I get stopped. He said, my kids had to wash their P's and Q's when they get stopped. You know, that's pretty much all he said. She blocked him for that.
I mean, you watch the video and there's all these different angles. You know that she did wrong.
Yeah. And that's a 4,000-pound bullet too. So that completes that fucking deadly force triangle. Completes it.
Exactly. It's like if these people want to be legalists, they need to understand the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Assimilated Crimes Act, the federal laws, and the municipal laws. And they also need to read Black's Law Dictionary, because it's not the Webster Dictionary that they use. This is the dirty secret. The legal people use Black's Law Dictionary and something else. I can't remember what it is right now. But if you really want to know legal jargon, get those books so they don't screw you over. And that's the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they're going to use everything they can. And it's just like, I sit there and I think about it. I'm like, how can you get mad? She disobeyed a direct order to get out of the way. We are trying to do our job. You're impeding an investigation. She could have been arrested and put in jail for who knows how long just by the stuff she was doing. And then her wife or whatever, the thing that looks like a dude, got out there and filmed and then was like, hey, go ahead and drive or something like that.
She said, drive, baby, drive. Drive, baby, drive.
And guess what? She does that. She crashes into a guy. It's a deadly freaking weapon. And she gets her ass capped and she's dead. And now she's with Charlie Kirk. And Charlie Kirk and her have talked. And she said, hey, guys, I'm sorry. I'm with Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk is right. I don't have TDS anymore.
You see that fucking, you see that meme.
Yeah,
that's why you
saw that meme. But, you know, it's like, look, stop getting mad at Trump. Stop getting mad at these people. Stop getting mad at all them. Why don't you worry about yourself and just do what's right?
Yep.
Stop getting involved with everything. I think I understand why God has put me in my house alone with me to transition by myself after all this time. It's because you know what? I don't fit in with the public right now. Huh?
I said Rocky's transitioning.
Yeah. But like what I'm saying is like I understand that I can be a freaking idiot, and I'm mad at myself because I know that, right? I'm ashamed of myself because I know that. But you know what? I'm not going to put myself in a position to be that way because I'm trying to become a better man. And these people don't ever think like that.
Rocky, you're not transitioning by yourself. You got us too.
Well, I know that, but what I'm saying is like, you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say, Rocky. I know what you're trying to say.
I am completely opposite because I want these fools to keep doing what they're doing so we thin out the fucking herd. Keep fucking using your goddamn vehicles. Let's fucking shoot them.
Because
I'm tired of it.
And Thumper's back.
I had a physical science teacher, right, in high school. He said, "You want to know what the biggest bullet is?" No one said a word, right? He said a car. He said it's anywhere to 2,500 up to 10,000 pounds a bullet. Yep. He said, and that right there stuck with me. You know, that's what a lot of people need to understand. That when she was trying to run them over, just like that Chicago fucking superintendent, right? Said, right? In Chicago, of all places, right? Do not box them in. Because then they're thinking ambush. Then it's going to be a deadly situation.
Yep.
Those people, they've never been put in that situation. They always want to.
Here's the thing that I don't understand, and I know it's like a rhetorical question. It's why are you trying to stop illegals from getting arrested and deported out of the country? They came here illegally.
Yeah.
Why are you siding with people that came here illegally and then turning your back on America? I think if you're caught doing that, you should lose your fucking citizenship and get the fucking kicked out of America and lose all your benefits and everything. Every single thing that you think that you're owed as an American citizen is now gone because you sided with somebody else.
Well, and Rocky, now they're saying, well, they're going to have due process. No, if you're here illegally, there's no due process, period.
No, you get the same rights as an enemy combatant. None.
Yes, because there's nothing in the Constitution that says that everybody gets fucking.
And I mean, and look at all these left wing liberals. They're Benedict Arnolds.
Yeah.
They should be treated as people that betrayed the country, and you put them where they belong. Is that a firing squad? Is that a hanging? I don't know. Or is it jail? I don't freaking know. But come on, dude. Either you're going to side with America or you're not, and you should lose your citizenship over that because come on. How can you continue to do this and betray people and then expect us to be okay with that?
Much like right now, there's someone from the UN, right, trying to isolate America, right? Bitch, we are fucking UN.
Dude, I would kick the UN out and say, you're giving me every single dumb back. Every one of you guys is getting out if I found out a trace. If I find a little thing that's like what are those? If I find a bug or whatever, I'm going to find out who it is. I'm going to find out who it goes to. And I'm going to come and get you in the middle of the night, just like I got Maduro in Venezuela.
Well, and think about it. Trump didn't pull us all the way out of the UN, right? He pulled us out of those dumbass committees and not put America first, like the climate bullshit, right? Which is all about money. We all know that.
We all know climate change is bullcrap.
But yes, but he pulled us out of like 66 committees, right? That we was in, right? He didn't pull us out, and they did not like that because guess what? We're the ones that always fund the fucking that shit, not everybody else.
I would be like, if you do not kiss my ring in America, then we're not giving you money ever again. If you don't like that, too freaking bad. What are you going to do? You're going to talk bad about me? The more you talk bad about me, the more that you badmouth me, the more that you try to use against me, that just proves you don't deserve any of the money that I could give you because you do not have loyalty to me. And
I know what Trump did with Maduro, right? He put the world on fucking notice. He did what you're supposed to do as commander in fucking chief. He did.
He did, but you know what? He's gotten a lot of people mad, and I don't know how that's going to end up.
Well, they'd be mad at him anyway, dude. That's the thing.
Yeah. That's like I was talking like last time I said Senator Hawley, right, from Missouri, right? I always liked the guy. I vote for him fucking twice, right? He done fucked up because he sided with the Democrats to introduce the fucking legislation to limit president's war powers. No, you do not.
No.
What they need to limit is they need to limit all Congress and Senate.
They need to be fucking 2 6-year terms, max.
That's it. Like if I became a senator, I'd want to do my senator. I'd love to be senator the max amount I could to try and do good for the United States and my state. But after that, I'm done. If I want to run for president, okay, I'll go that route. But you know what? The whole reason you're going in the office should not be to freaking ruin the country. It should be to make it better.
Yeah, and it's not about making money too. A lot of them go there just to get rich. They do.
Here's the thing: like if I ran for senator right now, like say I run for senator of North Carolina, I'm not going to any interest groups. I'm not going to ask for money. I'm just going to try and get voted in. Because I'm not going to sit there and sell my soul to a bunch of people that have nothing good to do, but make their own agendas right. When my agenda is to just help America.
Yeah. Because if you did that, right, and you sold your soul, guess what? You go against everything you fucking believe.
Exactly. And that's why I can't do it. Like even if say I did run for senator, I'll try to do it and I won't raise a bunch of money. But who knows? Maybe I'll be able to talk to someone and they'll put me on TV and I'll be able to make sense to a bunch of people. Who knows? And you know what? That can show all my YouTubes where I rant and rave because I'm mad at feminism. I'm mad at all this other stuff. You know what? At least you know where I stand on things. You know who I am, what I'm about, what I'm going to say. You know what I'm about. There's no lies. What you see is what you get. If you can't handle that, then you're weak.
Yep. I was like, right now, there's only one Democrat that has any fucking common sense, and that's Fetterman right there.
True. Yeah, Fetterman.
And he didn't get that till after his fucking stroke.
Hey, God works in strange ways, man.
I'll tell you one thing. Say, the only chance I think in 2028, right, that Democrats have fucking any shot at getting the presidency back is Fetterman. The only chance.
I'm not sure his health conditions would let him, though.
I know what I'm saying.
You know, the fact that he became a turncoat makes me think I can't trust him.
But Rocky, listen to what he says now, Rocky, versus what he did, right? Say he's going against the establishment. He is.
Well,
that's why they hate him.
And the fact that he is speaking out against everybody in the party,
yes,
not just one or two, it's the whole party. He's calling them all out. If he wasn't doing that, then I would be like, yeah, maybe worry about him or whatever. But the fact that he is calling out every single fucking Democrat and in public, and not just doing it, but publicly doing it.
Well, that's different. Okay, I have not seen that. I've not seen
that.
No,
he's done it on fucking news, interviews, everything, man.
Time.
And I'll tell you one thing. He even said, the Venezuelan dictator, we had a $25 million bounty on him. Everybody wanted that. And now they don't? Something's wrong. You know, because people forget 2020, he was indicted. Not just by America, but by world fucking court, too. People forget that shit. Obama, what's his name? The Al Qaeda leader. Osama bin Laden, right?
Osama bin Laden. Yeah.
He was indicted back in '98 by Clinton. You know, we didn't fucking capture him. We killed his ass. Trump showed the world how the fucking it can be done without killing somebody and bring their ass to fucking court. Plain and simple. You know, that's what people don't like right there.
You know, it's so weird. It's so weird that you have a party of people that are so against doing anything right because someone they don't like did it.
Yeah.
It's the most utter hypocrisy in the world. And it's like, how do you turn back from that? How do you look at those people the same and have any respect for them?
You can't.
It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. It's really hard because it's like, you will not even put yourself in another frame of mind or another point of view or another person's shoes to see what reality is. And it's like, you know, they always tell us, hey, put yourself in someone else's shoes. Why don't they?
Yeah,
Why don't
they're not capable of that sort of introspection.
Oh,
I know. It's sad, and I think, you know, that's part of the reason I'm where I'm at right now, and I'm happy I'm at where I'm at right now, because if I went out there, I would be a beast.
Because there's a lot of people too. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
They'd be like this. They would be like, this guy came out of nowhere, and he is mean. He's not nice. He's mean. He's truthful. He's unmerciful. Because the truth has been known for so long, and as long as people keep lying, he's going to keep on saying the truth, and it doesn't matter if you get your feelings hurt. The truth is the truth is the truth is the truth. Stop denying the truth. Stop saying it's your truth. Just realize that there is the truth, and go with that. You know, and that might fix the country, but I know darn well that's not going to happen at all.
No, because there are certain people in this country, and the bad thing is, there are some good Democrats out there, right? That vote, right?
There are.
Yeah, and then they get lumped into the left fucking wing, right? The radicals. They get, because they do it the same way with us, right? We vote conservative, then we get lumped into the right wingers, right? You know, like Trump, everyone thinks he's a right winger. He ain't a right winger. He wants America first. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
It's almost like you ought to be doing that.
I see no problem with being that I'm from that country. I want my country to be the most successful.
Exactly.
You know? I want to bless those that bless me and curse those that curse me.
Let's like bring it back to Yeah, like back to that lady that fucking wants to in the UN wants to make it isolate us. Go ahead. We got every natural resource we fucking need here. And guess what? Now we control Venezuela now. So fuck off. Yep.
But the main
for
reason we
long-
want that is for the Russian and the Chinese ships out there.
Well, that and also too the way he was fucking killed his fucking old people too. But yet, I guarantee it, those fucking people that voted for that shit, they will never vote fucking socialist ever again. Guarantee fucking team. If they do, that's all them right there.
What boggles my mind is how people in America actually think that socialism and communism is good when they have an Apple iPhone and they're drinking a Starbucks coffee, which is both capitalism. They're the biggest hypocrites in the world because they use Samsung, Apple, Google, or whoever, and they drink Starbucks and they say boo capitalism, but they're supporting it by using those items. They're the biggest hypocrites. And I don't know if anyone's ever pointed that out to them and be like, you guys are stupid fucking idiots.
All people have, but they don't understand it. That's the thing, right? People have, they don't understand it.
It's maybe they need to be smacked they need to be smacked upside the head about 5 times and be like, hey, smack, you realize you're saying this, right? Well, I just smack. Do you realize what you're saying? Smack, 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 until it's like, do you understand what you said was so stupid that you should be lobotomized?
Well, just like anybody who drives a car, right? Sports capitalism, right? Anybody drives a car sports it. But people forget the only reason why cars are so expensive today because all the bullshit Democrats have put all the regulations on the car manufacturers now.
That's true.
Well, I remember in the early 2000s, all the liberals were getting mad at people driving SUVs.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
In 2002, 2003, I remember that. I was in Seal Beach with Heidi. And I was like, you're getting mad because we're driving bigger cars than you? Are you people stupid?
Yeah. But I mean,
save your money and budget better.
And that's why,
save your money and budget better.
That's like Trump. He wants to deregulate a lot of industries because they got too many regulations on shit. They do. Cars manufacturers want them, especially when they come out with the fucking mandate mileage, right? No, the technology's been there. We've had that technology for a lot of years to do it, but the government does not want that shit out. That's the thing. I mean, look at the vendors. Like, I think I got a clip on people who fucking vent, like the guy who made a car run on water for 250 miles, 1 gallon.
Yeah, he died.
Yes, I think I got that clip.
Who died?
If I can find this clip, you'll see. It's about fucking inventors who went missing. Okay, perfect. Got it.
Yeah.
This falls in line right where we're talking about shit like that, like regulation type shit.
Inventors who disappeared right before success. The last one is the real secret. Number 1, Louis Le Prince. Most people think Edison invented movies, but Le Prince did it years earlier. In 1890, he boarded a train to Paris. He was carrying his new camera and was ready to get a patent. But when the train arrived, he was gone. His luggage and the prototype camera vanished too. The train made no stops. He simply ceased to exist. Edison got all the credit, and Le Prince was never seen again. Number 2, Rudolf Diesel. He invented the engine that powers our trucks today, but he originally wanted it to run on vegetable oil. This made the big oil companies very angry. In 1913, he took a boat to London. He went to his cabin to sleep, but the next morning, the room was empty. His bed hadn't been slept in. His coat was folded neatly on the deck, but Diesel had vanished into the dark ocean. Number 3, Satoshi Nakamoto. He created Bitcoin and changed money forever. He owns a digital wallet worth billions of dollars. But in 2011, he sent one final email saying he was moving on to other things. Then he disappeared. No one knows his name, his face, or where he is. His billions sit there untouched while the world searches for him. Number 4, Stanley Meyer. He built a car that ran on plain water. He claimed the oil industry was threatening him. One night at dinner with investors, he sipped his cranberry juice and grabbed his throat. He ran outside and died in his brother's arms. His final words were, "They poisoned me." Soon after, his water car was stolen.
Well, see, like in carburetors, right? Even Dad said, because he grew up in the era of muscle cars, right? The true era of muscle cars. Dad goes, they had fucking prototypes out there where the 427s, the big blocks 396s, right, were getting 30 miles to the fucking gallon. Dad goes, because Dad had a 427, 435 horse in his Camaro. Dad goes, if I didn't open up the 4 barrels of that son of a bitch, Dad goes, I got fucking 27 miles a gallon as long as I kept my foot out of it. You know, and my little Geo Metro, even though it was a 3-cylinder, carbureted, and when the Geo was Sprint Metro, got 47 miles a gallon, and that was in the early 90s. You know, so when they sit there and say that these fuel injected cars they fucking can't get better than some of those cars, bullshit. They can. You know, but the regulation has made these fucking cars so goddamn expensive now. All electronics you got to have on it for safety and all that bullshit.
It's all a big racket, man. You make laws that require things to be more expensive, and they get a kickback on the back end. You know how that works.
Yeah, but if they would, I mean, it's like Trump. He was deregulating everything, especially energy sector, right? Because I remember all the hoops we had to go through under Obama at the power plant. We had to put fucking. It was cutting. It's not scrubber, but SCR. It's kind of like a scrubber, right? And all that bullshit, right? And we had to have so many lower emissions, right? And our emissions was actually one of the lowest in the fucking country for coal already.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because we quit burning that high sulfur Missouri coal. We're burning that fucking low sulfur Wyoming coal. You know, and then we had to inject ammonia into our scrubbers, right? Which made it even lower. But when you start, you know, having ammonia, 80,000 pound tank farm on site, right? Guess what? That's a fucking disaster waiting to happen eventually. You know, when you get 4 tanks that hold 80,000 pounds, right, of liquid ammonia, right? That's a disaster waiting to happen right there.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to take off. I got to get to my mom's and do some fucking laundry since my dryer doesn't fucking work.
All right, man.
So I'll catch up with you guys on another day here.
Lovely day.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, real quick, just so you guys know, if you need to buy any appliances, go to the Navy Exchange website, and they partner with Home Depot, and you get it cheaper. Just so you know, because I'm looking at fucking washers and dryers and shit. But all right, I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Right. See you, bud.
Later.
Bye. But it was like, take the trucks for example, like Ford, right? They come out with that aluminum body. That didn't make it shit cheaper, made it more expensive.
And weaker.
Yes. And I love how they call it military grade, right? Because I got a guy that I went to high school. We was pretty good buddies in high school, right? I know for years his family has owned this dealership, right? I mean, going back since the fucking 40s, right? He goes, this is military grade. I said, motherfucker, don't talk to me about military grade. The military grade that you'll have is fucking junk. Guaranteed.
Yep.
You know, just because it says military grade doesn't mean
it's any good.
That you can charge fucking double the price for it. Shit. Yeah.
That's just a gimmick.
Yeah, so it is. You know, to get through the civilians, right? Okay, it's military grade. Okay, this ain't what the military has, motherfuckers. No, it's not. Oh. You know, if you want a fucking true military grade fucking vehicle, go buy you a fucking Humvee from the military. You know, even then, they can't take a licking either. You know, look how many Humvees got blown up in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Well, just a couple.
You know, I will say the only Jeep or vehicle I would ever own, right, was either of those fucking the square body Chevys, diesels, right? Remember the 3/4 tons they had on base, right?
Yeah, the ones that they're a Navy, but they're painted OD green for some reason.
Yep, and the fucking the Blazers, right? The full size Blazers, or the goddamn fucking Jeeps, fucking Willie, right? From World War II.
Yeah, but those fuckers topped out at like 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, but those motherfuckers took a lick and it kept on ticking too.
I'm just saying, forget about the highway.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But Willie's
know?
Jeep, hell yeah, man, they're tougher than shit.
Yeah.
Came in a fucking crate.
Yeah. That's like Harley Davidson's, right? That's why they got the fucking. I mean, Indian had the contract too for World War II, right?
Yeah.
But the ones that fucking made it back was Harley Davidson's because you can scavenge any fucking part and put it in that motherfucking work right there. You know, that's why Harley designed them for that reason, build brand loyalty. But now Harleys ain't where the fuck now.
No.
Why does that happen? Indian is still worth a lot, right?
Yeah, my buddy's bought one. He loves it.
I like those bikes, the Indian ones.
See, Indians are more like right now. Indians are more reliable than the Harleys are right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking about buying a Harley from a buddy of mine. He's got a Electra Glide fully bagged out, and it's like a 2007, 2008 before things started getting fucky with them. So this is one of the good ones.
Yeah, because I had a fucking, what was it, 2018 fucking Harley truck, right? Had that key fob, that battery, no matter if you kept on 10 or not, it was fucking crapshoot whether that bitch was gonna start or not.
Yeah, I don't need that.
I'm like, because the more electronics you put on something, the more you can fuck up.
Especially with something like a motorcycle. Like, why?
Yeah. That's like, like even Harleys, when they came out with that fuel injection bullshit got away from carburation, right? That's what a lot of problems started happening with Harley again, was that fuel injection.
Yeah.
You know, I always tell people, piss people off. You want a bike that's going to be reliable? Get your fucking Honda. That bitch always starts no matter what.
That is true.
You know,
or
like Kawasaki.
Or not. Whether they
Anything
like it or not,
Japanese will fucking start. That's like Trump. He's fucking paving the way to get these fucking like small vehicles from Japan over here because they're a lot cheaper too.
They should be able to fucking make anything as long as it's, reasonably safe. I mean, they shouldn't have any regulations on that shit, You want to make a little ass vehicle? Fine. You want to put a diesel in a freaking Jeep Liberty? Fine. Like, who cares?
Well, and Jeep Liberty does have a diesel back in the day, like in the early odds, they had a diesel option, hell, the Ford Escorts used to have a diesel. The 8990s, they had a diesel in them, for option for that.
That's pretty rad.
I had a buddy that had one in high school, man. I'll tell you one thing, that some bitch had some torque to it.
Well, that's the whole point.
But like diesels now, they made them too complicated.
Yeah, the last thing in the world that should be complicated is a diesel engine.
Yeah. And that DEF is the stupidest fucking thing ever, right there, because that fucks them all up.
Exhaust fluid, yeah.
And they're no longer a mechanical diesel like the old square bodies used to be on base, right?
Yeah,
those were mechanical fucking diesels.
Fucking all mechanical, yeah.
Yeah, but now they're not. And people wonder why they quit working on them. And also too, the more you try to fucking tune a diesel, right? Guess what? The more horsepower you try to get out of them, guess what? That lowers their fucking efficiency right there. The durability of them.
Well, efficiency and power, it's always that trade-off. Which one are you tuning it for?
Well, most people think they gotta have fucking 600-700 horsepower out of it, right?
You don't. You just need 500 foot-pounds of torque.
Yeah.
No matter what the horsepower is.
It's the same way with the race motor, right? Eventually, it's gonna fail. The more horsepower you put to it, it's gonna fail, guaranteed.
Oh boy.
But people forget about that shit. As I always tell people this, because people ask me, they say, how come you don't have a diesel? I said, because I'm not hauling anything or pulling nothing heavy.
Yeah.
That's what you need a diesel. You don't need a diesel. Go to the fucking store, blah, blah, blah. A diesel is a working fucking man's truck that you're actually working, pulling livestock with, rock with, something like that. All right, here, got something here. Oh, this be a good one right here. I don't know if you all see this one yet or not.
Beer in his own gut. He got pulled over for drunk driving, but he hadn't had a single drink. His body just brewed its own booze, which some people might call efficiency. In 2019, a 46-year-old man from North Carolina found himself in the world's weirdest DUI defense. Police pulled him over
North
after
Carolina man.
his blood alcohol content was 0.2, 2.5 times the legal limit, but he swore he hadn't touched alcohol in days. The cops, they didn't buy it. The hospital, they didn't either. Until one nurse noticed something strange. His breath smelled yeasty, not boozy. After months of tests, doctors discovered the culprit. His intestines were home brewing beer, literally. The diagnosis? Autobrewery syndrome, a rare condition where the gut microbes ferment carbohydrates into ethanol. Who'd have freaking thunk, right? In other words, his digestive system had gone full frat party. It all started after a heavy-ass course of antibiotics totally wiped out his normal gut bacteria. In their place, a bacteria, which was the same yeast used in beer brewing, eventually took over. Every time he ate carbs, his intestines fermented them into alcohol, spiking his blood alcohol content high enough to make him legally drunk off a sandwich. He was like, I'd eat pasta and half an hour later I was slurring and stumbling. I thought I was losing my freaking mind. The cure wasn't rehab, it was antifungal meds, a low-carb diet, and probiotics to reset his gut flora. Within weeks, his internal brewery was shut down. But his case changed medical law. Doctors now use his story as a warning that not every drunk driver is lying. One journalist wrote that he didn't drink and drive, he dined and drove. So yeah, next time someone says they can't handle their carbs, maybe don't laugh. Some people really can't.
Some of that dude's voice.
Some people have a high pitched voice, man. You
I
know?
think it might have been for effect.
And it could have been too. But think about it. I mean, that shit does happen to some people. It's rare.
Well, there's some weird shit happening like that all the time.
You know. And I mean, that would suck too.
Or
I mean, that really would suck.
Depending, I mean, feel like getting hammered. Give me some donuts.
Well, it's like when he said North Carolina, I was like, oh, I gotta say that one right there. I mean,
Dude, there should be a meme for everyone. North Carolina man, Florida man, California man, Washington man,
Yeah,
Missouri
so you can find
man,
a commonality,
Missouri woman.
Huh?
Yep.
Well, so you can find a commonality, like exactly which states are more prone to what.
It's just funny. I don't think I was coming off. Was I?
Huh?
I was like, I didn't come off too mean today, did I?
No, what?
No more than usual.
Okay.
No,
I'll try
Rocky.
not to rage.
You did no, Rocky. You did not go off on a fucking tangent or anything like that.
Okay. I was like, I'm trying to make sure I don't do that now.
You remember how, here's one of the reasons why Jim Carrey ain't in movies no more, Harley. This is what he said 16 years ago, right here.
So 16 years later, superstar President Donald Trump is criticized for common sense, just like Jim Carrey was back in the day.
I don't know what happened in 1990. There was no plague that was killing children, that we had triple the amount of vaccines.
What happened after 1989?
The Why did they
That
triple?
warranted 26 more vaccines.
Agreed.
Are all of them absolutely necessary?
Because they want to make money.
Of course.
It's twice as many as anywhere else in 30 countries in the Western world.
But
we give twice as many shots as any of those countries. Why is that?
Well, what are you against? Don't vaccinate for this, but vaccinate for that?
Yes.
I think we have to choose which
How
ones
do
are
I know
absolutely
which
necessary.
one?
You should educate yourself. We want to empower parents to educate themselves. Do we need to have the chickenpox? Do we need the hepatitis B shot on the second day of life?
I don't think we can afford to assume that the people who are charged with our public health any longer have our best interest at heart all the time. Parents have to make their own decisions, educated decisions. They have to look at the information.
Space out the vaccines. Delay them till after 1. Clean out the toxins that are in them. We don't need that many.
Why would a doctor not want to know more about something that could save a life or prevent a disease? I don't understand.
The AAP is financed by the drug companies. Medical schools are financed by the drug companies. This is a huge business. Vaccines are the largest growing division of the pharmaceutical industry. $13 billion.
They control medical schools.
What we're asking is for them to take a loss for the good of our children. That's a tough sell in a boardroom.
So 16 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right. He's right. I mean, even Tom Cruise, who's freaky as shit, was talking about Adderall or something like that. Remember that interview?
Yeah.
I forget who he got. It was Matt Lauer. Matt Lauer can suck it from Land of the Lost, right?
Yep.
And Tom Cruise is talking about Adderall and how it's bad for people. And it's like, yeah, he is right about that, even though he's fucking crazy. You know?
But I mean, like Jim Carrey, everyone thinks he's a left lunatic, right? But at one point, he thought the same way the rest of us did about that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Makes you think, how deranged are they to get that way, that they're all brainwashed to think one way instead of thinking for themselves?
But you ever thought about that's one of the reasons why you don't see him in a lot of movies, because he would against the norm right there.
That might be a reason why, actually. You never know.
Yeah. But I mean, I agree with them, what they were saying, all that. I do. You know, you don't need fucking, was 80-some fucking shots or 30-some fucking shots the day you're born.
72 or something like that.
Yeah.
Wasn't it 72?
Yeah, you don't need all that shit. They don't need that. You know, why is the baby getting hepatitis? Now I can see that the mom had hepatitis, right? And it was in the womb, right? But other than shit, no. You know, that's like today. I like what RFK is doing. Like today, I challenged my own doctor today on shit. You know, and she did not like that shit at all.
They never do.
You always got to follow the money, like Jim Carrey was saying there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Follow the money, follow the money, follow the money. You know,
That's
it's not like they're gonna consider what's best if there's money to be made. I mean, that's the reason why everything's getting shitified. They're making things worse for people just because they'll put a few more dollars up their skirt, you know. And it's just like, at what point do you just realize enough's enough? I mean, I'm not saying capitalism's a bad thing. I mean, who are you talking to here? But there needs to reach a point where you're like, okay, things are already optimal, things are already dialed in, it is what it is, and we're not going to make any more money off this particular thing than what we're making. And you have to just accept that. They're like, okay, we're not making more money than this. I'm not saying you shouldn't be allowed to. I'm just saying that you need to reach a point where it's like, okay, we can't make any more money without making things worse. Yep. So let's not do that.
And they have. The medical industry has made, they don't cure people, they make people sicker. That's what they do.
Or they manage your symptoms.
Yeah. Well, it's like my blood pressure, when I go to the doctor, it's always high on the machine, right? Perfect example. I said, take it manual, because that's going to get your true reading, especially when my anxiety's already fucking going nuts. You know, and I got to travel, 15, 20 minutes, right? Through Columbia fucking traffic at lunchtime. Even though I was not the one driving, but it still fucking gets my anxiety going. He took it. Okay. It was high, but back in the day, I remember 140 over 80 was good. Then it came down to 120 over 80. Now 120 over 80. Now it's 110 over 80.
Seriously?
Yeah.
They want us fucking dead or something?
They want us on meds, what they want us on. And I brought that up to my fucking doctor. I said, no. And she goes, well, I've known guys, because you're my age, I've had people that stroked out. I said, Doc, look, if I was going to stroke out, I was stroked out a long time ago when I was fucking angry all the fucking time.
Shit, right?
I said, I have no stress. I said, but yes, I have anxiety. Yes. Well, I'm coming to doctors and all that. But when they took my blood pressure on the machine, right, the second one, well, we need to do a second one. I said, fine. I said, but you ain't going to like the reading. Guaranteed. Because I don't know how many times they do this, and I tell them what's going to happen, right? It was 185 over 129, the second read on the machine. I said, look, you go with that fucking first one because that's the most accurate one on that one. I said, not everybody can have the machine. I said, and those machines ain't fucking calibrated either. I said, if that machine was calibrated, there would be a fucking calibration sticker on that machine too. And then she goes, well, your hemoglobin was a little high. Means I said, I know what it means. I said, I've had this my whole life. Yeah, I got thicker blood. I said, but I thin it out with all the beer too.
Yeah.
He didn't like that joke. And she goes, oh, well, we got programs here at the VA to help people stop drinking. I said, lady, you wasted your breath. I said, I won't stop drinking until I'm ready to stop drinking. Put it that way.
Which will be never.
I said, I don't have to drink at all. If I want to stop, I can stop. I said, look, I've already been through all the bullshit classes, right, that you're going to put me through. I said, even my old counselor at the VA says, you know what? He's happy with me if I drink 7 to 10 a day. And she was really, I said, yeah. I said, now he doesn't like it if I drink fucking 15 or a 30 pack. He don't like that.
Much.
You know, but as long as I keep it fucking 7 to 10, he doesn't care. You know? And now Dr. Oz at RFK, right? Guess what? Alcohol is back in there on the food pyramid now.
That is true.
Because Dr. Oz, I watched that press conference, right? Dr. Oz did say, he said, you look at people that live the longest, guess what? They have a few drinks. I mean, yeah, there's a point overdoing it.
You just don't overdo it. You don't overdo it with alcohol. You just do it to, you know, every once in a while or whatever.
But I mean, even every day, he said every day, just don't for breakfast, right? You know, but the thing is, beer, you know, and wine, that's one you don't really have to worry about as much. You know, the whiskey, the hard whiskey, that's the one you got to worry about for the, you know, because it has a lot more sugar than beer and wine does. Whiskey does. You know what it?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. After all that they've seen and all they've found and all they've demonized in the past, and now they're starting to come around on, it's not impossible to say, but I mean, they're starting to find out that, you know, obviously I told you about the whole cholesterol thing. It's not an indication of, you know, it's an indication that your body's repairing something. It's not the cholesterol itself that hurts you.
Yep.
And if your cholesterol runs a little high, it's not a big deal. If your blood pressure runs a little high, probably not a big deal. Like my mom, her blood pressure's always run a little hot. She barely ever drinks. And she doesn't smoke. She hasn't smoked since she was in her 20s. I mean, she's always running just a little hot. It's like, it is what it is. You know, she's never been morbidly obese or any of that shit that would cause it. And
a lot of things like blood pressure, your nervous system, too. I brought this up to my doc. I said, I did not realize how much your nervous system, right, especially your neck area, fucking messes with everything. She goes, yeah. I said, I found that out in 2017. You know, and stuff. She goes, well, you always got chronic pain. I said, yeah, because I got 2 collapsed discs that need to be replaced. That's the thing.
I'm in pain.
Know? I said, until then, I'm going to have chronic pain. Like right now, I got pain shooting down my whole body, both sides. You know, I said, that's something I got to live with, just like the vertigo. You know, and she goes, what do you mean, the vertigo? She knew I had vertigo. She goes, well, I said, look, Dr. Rivera and MU already told me because he treated me for it. I said, there's nothing that he could do for me. After all the meds I've been on for it, did not work. The surgery made it worse. He goes, you're going to have to live with it until, you know, until they come out with something new, whether it be a new medication or a new type of surgery. And she goes, oh, that sucks. I said, yeah. I mean, I said, I've come to grips with that reality right there.
It's your cross to bear.
But if I was going to fucking stroke out, guess what? I would have stroked out a couple of years ago. You know?
Yep.
You know? But yeah, I mean, I love fucking with them though and shit like that. But because I don't think a lot of these doctors have gotten the fucking memo on things changing too.
No, they're still stuck in what they learned in med school, which is, you know, constantly evolving because, you know, science is constantly evolving.
And I did tell her too. I said, look, I'll be the hell lot cleaner than I ever have. I said, I make my own bread, all that shit. I said, bread should only have few ingredients, not fucking 20. I said, and I feel a hell lot better eating that than I ever did with all that shit with folic acid. I said, you know what folic acid is? It's man-made. Nothing man-made should be in your fucking body. You know. And I said, I don't use a rich flour because that strips out all the, you know, good stuff from it.
You just use ground whole kernel?
I just get it's white flour. Key Arthur's right, but it's not enriched.
Right.
So it still has all its nutritional values, and there's not folic acid or none of that other bullshit in it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
which eventually I am gonna get me a fucking grinder too, like Thumper talked about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, $220. I mean,
that ain't bad though.
No, when you can make mash with it, I like that idea.
Yep. I know you guys ain't, you know, sports fans, but you all know about Josh Gibson?
No idea who that is.
There you go. You've heard. I know you know who Babe Ruth is, right?
Oh yeah.
This guy was better, but never got a chance to play in the major leagues. Right here.
1940, Maracaibo, Venezuela. You probably don't recognize the uniform, Centauros, but you must recognize the man, Josh Gibson. The press called him the Black Babe Ruth. Josh simply said that Babe Ruth was the white Josh Gibson. He hit nearly 800 home runs in his life. He carried a career batting average of .373. While the American major leagues closed their doors, Josh traveled south and became a god in exile. The greatest catcher who ever lived.
There ain't no joke there. Right there.
The sports ball.
But like you know how everyone says Jackie Robinson's first black player, right? The major leagues? He was not. There was one in the 1800s. People forget about this one. I got this one here too. Let me find it here. I know I got it somewhere. I think it's this one right here. Yep, that's it right there. This was like 1890s. The first black player in the major leagues.
Robinson broke baseball's color barrier in 1947. But that's a lie. The truth is buried 63 years earlier, May 1st, 1884. According to American Association records, Moses Fleetwood Walker stepped onto a Major League Baseball field as catcher for the Toledo Blue Stockings, becoming the first black man to openly play in the major leagues. He caught barehanded, no gloves, no chest protector, just raw talent and unimaginable courage. But here's what makes this story devastating. In August 1883, historical documents show that Cap Anson, a future Hall of Famer, refused to play against Toledo unless Walker was benched. The Toledo Blade reported that the manager called Anson's bluff and started Walker anyway. Anson allegedly said, "We'll play this here game, but won't play Never No More with the N-word in it." He kept that promise. By 1887, according to Society for American Baseball Research, the International League quietly banned all future contracts with black players, a gentleman's agreement that lasted 60 years. Walker's teammate, pitcher Tony Mullane, later admitted to a newspaper, "He was the best catcher I ever worked with, but I disliked a Negro, and whenever I had to pitch to him, I used to pitch anything I wanted without looking at his signals." Walker played his last major league game September 4th, 1884. No black player would return until Jackie Robinson in 1947. But Walker's story gets darker. In April 1891, court records show he was attacked by a white mob in Syracuse. He stabbed one attacker, Patrick Murray, in self-defense. An all-white jury acquitted him, and the Cleveland Gazette reported the courtroom erupted in cheers. This is the man history forgot. Why? Drop your theory in the comments. Subscribe if you believe.
But I'm saying, you know, that's been big old lie about the first black player. You know, a lot of people don't know that shit.
I don't care about baseball one way or the other, so I definitely wouldn't have known it.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even know that, right? And I love baseball. You know. All right, fellas, you want to go ahead and end it?
Yeah, we can, boys.
All right.
It was a good talk.
Yeah.
We didn't go off the rails too much. I didn't, at least.
Nah.
Let me find my dinger. I gotta find
Well,
my dinger.
we kept everything. We didn't talk about fucking sex a whole lot like we have before, but still.
Yeah,
Something
you gotta
else.
switch things up.
Hey, I still like the ones that go off the fucking rails early. I like them.
They are pretty funny. It's just I wish other people appreciated it.
Well, there's some that do. Some that don't.
Killer
Okay.
wildlife was a good topic.
Yeah, but we don't do this
that-
yeah, it was. But we don't do this for everybody. We do this for ourselves. If people like it, they like it. If not, oh well.
That's true.
All right, you ready to go, homie?
Yeah,
Yeah,
buddy.
we get. Wait a minute. God damn it, Rocky. Don't jump the gun.
From the decks to the galley, we've had our say. Fiverr's crew rolling on another fine day. Stories and laughter from shipmates true. We'll see you next time. Fair winds to you.
This is the Fifers 991. Till next watch, shipmates. We're done.
Fifers departing.
Like and subscribe.